The Marama Airlines, hopefully, please. Official match flight path going up to El Pozo this time. A totally different one. Will it be Impala Circle again? That's a bigger question, but hopefully, we never seen a Minas del Sur or Los Higos Circle ever, which never gonna exist.
I want to minus Delta Circle.
No,
Yes.
no.
Come on, man. You have,
Let's
you have to cast a vote now.
There's no votes in this, only cloud.
Come on.
See, if we vote for a minute or so, a lot of this team will kind of have to fight along Picado, so that would be a very interesting starting of the game.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No.
There you go.
No, that's
Thank
just
you.
like one. It's like one minuscule of a part of a map actually down there. There's no way the circle gonna include that, right? I hope I'm right. But apparently some teams they want to drop into Impala. Dingos, we've seen it before. They want to drop into Impala, and Easy seems like gonna share the components. Their friendly neighbor. Will Team Secret drop around San Martin? Like always, we do have some teams already kind of got themselves a place to call home, which they drop quite a lot of times in the same map.
And now we can see here, look, I don't know if Bosco is going to go all the way down to minus Delta. That's their spot. But will they? We need to wait on circle. But yeah, going to grab a vehicle and go all the way down there. It's going to be a far move for them, but we need to wait and see. But okay.
That's beautiful.
No.
Right on top of the
It's
sky.
horrible.
Yes.
That's
It's a
nice.
horrible circle.
That's
It's
nice.
trash.
It's nice.
No.
It's not trash.
I gotta say it's stressed here.
Yeah.
This is really bad. Nobody were fighting very early on. Everybody's very close to the circle.
Yeah.
And Bosco is as well is not going or heading towards that direction. They're actually stopping towards the houses and towards the western side of the map. So yeah, nobody will be fighting very
Oh.
early on. Maybe here Geek Fam and FV.
Oh, not maybe. It certainly will. We heard the preemptive shots just now. And Kicksin approaching that warehouse, which have 4-2-0 in it. There's a lot of bombardments between Damroot and also probably Arm at the same time. But will they take the fight head on? Because apparently some of them just landed. Do they have enough equipment to get on to the very first fight? Not even 10 seconds into the game.
Oh, this is super interesting. 4-2-0 may face off against his old team early on, but kind of feel like they're going to respect each other for now.
I do want to see for once 4-2-0 fighting against Naoki, but that's not going to happen today, apparently. Well, we're going to have to wait and see then.
That's a show match idea, by the way.
Yeah, they'll probably have to fight each other.
I don't know, sibling rivalry. I think I'm all for it. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
a lot of infighting between the family is always fun to watch as outsiders, right?
Oh.
If you're from
That's
the
so
outside
evil.
watching in, brothers fighting against brothers, that's kind of fun to watch. It's kind of funny, right?
Imagine if they have husband and wife actually in a different team and they have to fight it in a tournament. That's
My gosh, ladies and gentlemen, and I thought I was evil.
Yeah,
My
somebody's
gosh.
sleeping outside. Somebody's gonna definitely
My
sleeping
God.
outside.
I'm literally distancing myself from these two people at this point.
Now we're
Thank
the
you.
evil ones. You're the one who likes to torment the players. But back about the game we go. We're looking at J8, one of the highlighted teams here. Seems like they had a good run in like PMCO season back then, but they seems to be falling off the chart. We're talking about J8. Like Cloud mentioned, will they have boycott play?
Good question. Here. So far, no boycott inside. Boycott, no boycott inside. It's a question not only from me. The community was also asking whether boycott will play or should he play. But I understand what boycott is actually doing. He wants to give as much exposure to these new members, well, new and not so new team members, so just to give them that little bit of an exposure. So hopefully at someday he can take a step back and be focusing on his coaching career.
But I do love him coaching too because he seems to be one of the best, world best coach out there. Plus, his visionary or his, I say, out of the box perspective sometimes will surprises you. I like how the way he thinks. He has a very, very creative mind. But down to Ezzy, he is dropping himself a bit in a very unique position. Well, we don't see a lot of plays dropping here sometimes.
I don't even know where he is. Where the heck is he?
Oh,
He's just on the outskirts of Impala.
yeah.
I'm like, is he even there? He's
That even
all alone.
I don't think that's even a name for that island. We're gonna call it Schizo Island now.
That's your tuitionary, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's
Tuitionary in effect.
another word from hers. I think we'll get behind that. But yeah, he's all alone in this very peculiar place. And,
He just
again,
doesn't want to meet people.
we're just getting shots of around the island, right? Nothing is really there. I'm not too sure what he's doing there all alone.
They kind of remind me back then. There's one particular celebrity out there love to drop into the spawn island in the game. So that kind of remind me. Shutting out for Ronnie if he's watching one day. But back about SMG, seems like Bot making the first move again. He got two down on the side of AKA. At the same time, this is just unpredictable. SMG finally waking up from their slumber.
Oh, okay. And Luxy just want to warm up his trigger happy fingers with that little bit of a shot there. But SMG getting first blood in this official match here today. And Loyu, the new transfer to AKA, is the first one to bow out.
Oh, but now Evil's so happy. We're waiting for them to actually, with their new lineup, their old teammates, old friends, their Luxy, Razor, Kuza, and also Sam Z. With also new lineup of coach out there. Can they actually make a new turnover for this season? I'm still waiting because their performance is not, I say, as at its best.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit lackluster in terms of what they've achieved so far, especially with that lineup. So hopefully, I think they'll be striding back into their old ways. But then again, looking at Team Secret, again, this is a very big, it's a huge map. At the same time, there's not a lot of compounds for you to play with. There's a lot of towns, but they're kind of segregated against each other. So a lot of these teams are actually not meeting each other very soon. So it's kind of weird. I thought there would be a lot more hot drops coming in from this map, but as it stands, they're all further away from each other.
But for Team Secret here, from St. Martin, they're going to migrate into Hasena de Patron. So it's kind of a normal thing. Sometimes they just move upwards towards the mountains area as well to just, if they got themselves enough loot that they need to, they usually move towards the mountain and just wait for their next victim. But you know what? Some people just having fun with this game. Just
What is he doing?
he's just having fun. He's just enjoying the game at its best.
He's taking a dip at the same time, I must say. But, well, I think we should thank Shizo. You know, we don't see this island that often. Now that Shizo is here, it gives us a reason to actually have a cinematic view of this island. It's actually really beautiful.
Yeah, I'm loving this because we don't get this. We didn't give this as much attention to as this island before. Thank you, Skizo, for actually sharing with us the panoramic view of the game itself. But right now, he is quite far apart from the rest of the team, and he's having a great time with that boat, or even jet ski, we call this.
I'm not too he has a long way to track back towards the circle, but as it stands though, I think again his teammates are all very much alive. They should be along the shores as well, so he should be getting closer and closer towards them. But again, this map is starting to kind of slow things down a little bit. Just now we saw it was Erangel, if I'm not mistaken, on the show match. So it was a little bit more proactive from a lot of these teams. But now back to Miramar, they're kind of slowing things down, which we wanted to see a lot of early fights. But as it stands, where they're dropped, it's kind of far apart.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a slower game because the map is just so different than Erangel. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, looking at Steelheart Esports, the team that's currently rooted at the edge of the table with only 2 points. Hopefully they can rack up more this time around.
Yeah, they had a rough run at first, but sometimes the best thing about this kind of league, it's a month tournament. Sometimes people will say like, why is it so long? I love the fact they're making it such a long run because we can see the progress of the teams and also each of the player from day one to the last day ever. We can see how much actually they have been improvising all the way, and it's not easy to actually reach until that point.
Yeah, at the same time, it's again, this type of league promotes a lot of heavy fights in the middle of the stages of the league, because a lot of these teams kind of have to kind of ramp up as the league goes on, but they get better at the end of the league. But now this time around, because you are given the prize pool or the prize money in between this in the middle of the week or at the end of the week rather, so it promotes a lot more fighting. Or these teams kind of have to stay on par with each other. But right now, you can catch the loot as well. That's the code. Put it in, and you will get yourself some very nice stuff. I saw that what was it? The boxers? Yeah, I said
Yeah,
boxers.
the
That's the one that
boxers.
caught my eye as well.
Yeah, that's what I call Choo Choo's eye as well. She has a thing for boxers, just so you know. I'm not too sure why, but yeah,
Man,
man.
what have I ever
Ah.
done to you guys of all the things? Choo and like a chew boxer. Ah, never
Chew
mind.
boxer?
Two boxer.
Wow.
Oh.
It sounds
Okay,
like a thing.
I like that. That's a thing now.
I can behind that.
Yeah, yeah, boxers and chew is just never gonna separate ever again. Yay for me! But the rotation, some teams, including Easy, are the ones that tank in the blue. We're talking about Damansara Esports, including also Bosku, will have the late rotation inside. Those are coming up from the north is not so much, but look at that middle of a circle. A lot of fights gonna happen soon.
Yeah, it's quite balanced right now for meantime. But again, this circle is kind of encroaching on a lot of these teams. They kind of have to fight very quickly because again, as you saw the map just now, it's heavily congested towards the southern side. So a lot of these teams will kind of have to be pinned around each other. So they have to fight very early on, or at least in the third circle, because again, a lot of them from the south, you saw none of these teams are from the north. Bosco are on the way there, along with Damansara Esports as well. So it's going to take a lot of time for these teams to track towards each other.
I
Talking
agree.
about teams here tracking each other, looks like Tara is just across EVOS VIP. EVOS looks like they're still playing without Heiko. Though we haven't seen the debut of Heiko so far in Season 2.
That's the secret weapon, just as how J8 plays it with Boyka. We're gonna see Heiko win. It's really critical. You don't want to expose your trump card way too soon here, don't you? But EVOS VIP, I do want to see how Luxy and Kuza perform alongside each other. Well, we have Team Secret already parked themselves. Speaking of J8, I'm so sorry I called them out because apparently right now they are being pressured quite hard across this mountain.
Yeah, Team Secret has the high ground right now. Again, they have view of the land, they have the view of the valley. But a lot of these teams are kind of slowly coming in towards the circle. But as you can see, J8 is kind of split apart here. So on this type of a map, you kind of have to trade very fast because as soon as you turn the corner or turn the hill, there's going to be a couple of players there, and then you need somebody behind you. So this split kind of does not. It's not really the style for you to play on this type of a map. You kind of have to be closer, or you have to have a line of sight.
And now we do see here between J8 as well as Team Secret, we have Gig Fam, Sane just around the corner, but then again, Rex puts a lot of pressure onto the side of J8. Rocky will relocate himself. Damn Cutie is waiting on the lower ground while Gig Fam is lurking somewhere.
Oh, we do see Mate got himself a kill with that drop just now. He didn't take the DBS, by the way. I do want to see Wants to be used as DBS, but Rocky here kind of got clipped a bit, and he tried to smoke it away, just making sure that they will got the covers across this hill, and that smoke will play a big part about where will they go after this. Rocky, is he looking in the right direction there?
Yeah, right now, okay, they airdrop again in the
Ah.
middle of nowhere. A lot, you can see that from the minimap, none of these teams are there, but you can be a part of it by just entering the code. So just enter the code and you get yourself some nice stuff in game as well, or if I'm not mistaken, and the boxes at the end of it, the chew boxes.
The chew boxes, ladies and gentlemen, the chew boxes.
Like chewable boxes, I think.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds so wrong.
Okay, he's taking it up to the another level. But then again, just look at this. Shizo, he is right in front of Dingoes and Bravo have been knocked out. So Shizo looks like he's not all alone though. He has backup behind him firing across to the Dingoes, and now Bravo is crying out for help.
Oh, but he's gonna tossing the net over Bravo. I don't know how he can get out from this. But one particular person here giving a lot of pressure for a whole team of Dingles. Didn't see this one coming, but no, can he dodge this? Another one coming out very soon. He tries to save Bravo, but he's risking too much by himself. At the same time, can Ajiji get out from the flanks here? See, Laskiza is really going super crazy about flanking them and giving them that pressure.
The Easy are just trying to relocate right now, trying to get back to its position because right now Dingoes are trying to push back as well. The nades come flying out along the sides, but none of them will connect right now. Dingoes again eating the blue, so they have to get out of here very soon. But again, behind them, they're getting overrun very soon here.
Oh, little do they know, actually Shizo was all alone, that his teammates are quite far away, but the Dingoes, they are not taking any risk, so they didn't go for the rush in there. Now they will retreat back. But thankfully they got Bravo up. But I just said too soon. Not have been knocked down by Bravo, by Shizo.
This is smart coming up with Shizo. I'm talking about him playing along with the
My
circle.
goodness.
He got himself quite decent amount of boosting and also energy stuff there. He can have no problem regen himself. But at the same time, he hit him only trying to put so much pressure. 1v4 there, one man against the world. Schizo is something else. He just too much of a trouble, and he will flat himself from the scene. Or we have the rest of team easy trying to get from a flank. Can they take Dingles down?
You know, the rest still trying to fire on towards Dingos, and
no.
Dingos just falling back. The thing is, Dingos are taking a lot of hits here, and there it is. GG also takes a fall, so things are not looking too bright for Dingos right now. They're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Easy are just not taking this fight at all. They just kind of pressured Dingos and just went the other way.
Oh, I really like how Easy's doing this. They're chipping them little bit by little bit, but they're getting closer and closer. And now Fake is just behind the Dingos, and the Dingos look like Sun. He's trying to get away from this, but then again, they're not too sure if their behind is covered enough because multiple angles is being shot down.
I wish he dropped a bit of mad stuff for Tidor. He seems like the only thing he had just now was a booster, and he's been using it just recently, and there's nothing else for him to do. While Dingos, they are struggling to run from this bombardment coming from Easy. They were being forced to take up the fight. The moment they don't want to actually get into that fight, they will have to hop down. And now down to Team Secret going against, if I'm not mistaken, that is Damansara Esports. They are on the outskirts of the circle as well. Nobody of these teams that are fighting right now are actually in the safe zone.
There's so many teams right now coming in from the southern side. You saw TS just now, Damansara Esports as well right now. Steelhearts are fighting against Kingsman, and right now Kingsman have the upper hand. They are a little bit on top here, but Supermal have to fall back a little bit, waiting for the next support to come in. That's actually coming in from the southern side of Kingsman. Right now they're coming in underneath them.
Oh, hang on. So Easy Sport was the first team to be eliminated, but now let's put our attention onto the Kingsman in front of them. We do have Steelhearts, who will be the Singaporean team that can win this fight here. Cabo getting knocked down here onto Supermal. Supermal will be sent back to the lobby, but Lorenzo gets the revenge.
Now Cabo knocked down. Next one we're going to be Insider. Is that Kingsman eliminated just now? Man, that is just really a bummer for them. But we're still not having it enough. Steelhearts is still not happy because we have one more team approaching. And down to TRX. Now we're jumping into another fight. Exis NRL. They have some sort of visitors passing around them.
Right now they not looking for this fight. They're letting TRX kind of just push forward first, and then are going to come in from behind. Like again, they are right now encroaching on towards the circle. They better not have an accident here because they have to track quite a far ways away into the circle. But again, as I said, that they're all coming in from the southern side. Because watching towards that side as well, gatekeeping TS from coming in as they are getting fired upon.
Oh, Samsy, you're putting a lot of pressure on the Team Secret. Team Secret now, they are in trouble. They are losing members after Mel. Rex have been knocked down by Boss Goku from another angle. At the same time, Samsy is not letting them go. And Damansara Esports still keeping eyes onto Team Secret.
Oh, Team Secret, too many eyes onto them. They are being suffocated by showering of bullets all over the place. Damansara Esports onto them. Evil's VIP as well. They are cornered every angle possible. Can they get out from here? And at the same time, they are very close towards the rim of a circle. Speaking of which, this high ground straight away coming in, Damansara, but they will have to cut across Evil's VIP.
Yeah, they might have a little bit of a problem here as Evil's VIP has a strong vision on towards them, but you know, they're kind of coming in from the sides as well. They have to push in. That's the direction that they were coming out from the outer side of the circle. So they're going in towards one direction, but again, EVOS is waiting on the other side. As you said, they have the higher ground, they have the advantage here, then they have the vantage point. What can Damansara Esports do in this situation?
What can they do? They do have the low ground as well, so it's not good on their side. But at the same time, Team Secret, they managed to recover from that gunfire. Aswan are putting a lot of pressure for the side, but oh, that long range shot, where did it come from? Onto Aswan from Ichong.
Oh man, they didn't see that one coming. He didn't actually thought that he will be attraction for all these guys. EVOS VIP seems like having the best place possible. The only team that have buildings to work with. We have one more team out. Dingos plays himself 13th place, while SMG fighting against TRX. They have had heavy casualties too. EVOS VIP fighting against Damansara Esports. They are being cornered here. Everybody's been denied entrance by EVOS VIP. Also Bosco in between.
Yeah, Bosco has the best chance right now to just push in as Damansara Esports is pushing in as well. Inside the circle is EVOS. They have to go through EVOS if they want to kind of punch it through. But at the same time, you can see Boss kind of split 2-2 here. And both of them kind of watching Damansara Esports. There's no actually real entry for him to come in.
Oh, we can see here, looks like pressure after pressure from Asfa, not letting Damansara Esports go. But at the same time, the circle is moving away from Damansara Esports. They will be forced, if they want to go in, they need to go through the high ground, which is being held by EVOS VIP.
Now, Bosco trying to figure things out. How many teams are there in this particular compound? How many people are there actually right in front of them? While the Mansara are still struggling along the side of the hill, they have to climb, hike themselves slowly without being noticed. EVOS VIP still taking them down. They're not giving it easy, but Monster refuse to actually stand down from this. We're looking at Bosco will be nitpicked by EVOS VIP again. They are attracting way too much attention here for EVOS VIP.
EVOS are right now fighting on two fronts. They're fighting on towards Bosco at the same time against Damansara Esports as well. Damansara Esports will have to track in towards them. So that's one thing. But the other side though, they have to be content with Bosco. Do they want to engage here, put on some cover fire, or do you want to request back?
Wow, what a nice nade there. Tossing out to the side of Access. Ampy now have been knocked down by Putra, and now SMG. They will surge in. They will find their targets. They will want their kill points, and they will want the safe zone.
Oh, this is the SMG we are missing here right now. Finally, they are going all aggressive. They're trying to take everybody who tried to just advance towards the circle. Got one down. It's going to be NRL in their hands, but Trixinity is not having it enough. And Johnny tried to rotate the other way around because there's so many teams in the same small circle skirmishing among themselves. One more team out, J8.
J8 leaves us, and right now it looks like SMG wants to fire upon Tara as well, coming in from the sides of the hill, but he thinks back. I don't think this is a very good or wise decision. So he falls back a little bit, but Tara right now underneath the hill, in a very open position, but at the same time there's only one team right in front of them, that's SMG. But again, EVOS has the high ground and they have the best position to kind of punch it through Bosco and Damansara Esports always been eliminated.
Oh, Tara now putting a lot of pressure on the side of Steel Hearts. Adik have been knocked down. Putra have been knocked down as well, but Legs not letting them go. Lorenzo is down as well. Steel Heart not looking good at this point, and Tara, they are staying in the middle of this hill, but then again, at least the circle is still on their side.
I still think that EVOS having themselves the best compound to work with, but right now they are still inside the circle. The circle is very deceiving. For the rest of them, they are climbing this impossible mountain. So many gatekeepers, so many teams deny their entrance and advancement here. It's just almost impossible to actually walk up the hill.
This looks like EVOS's game to lose, right? Because they are on the high ground. The circle has been circling them for 3 times in a row right now. They do not have to move. As it stands, so SNG are still trying to push through. Tara is behind them, but in front of them again is EVOS VIP. Where can they go? The nade comes flying out. It actually lands on Ichong. It's from Razor. It connects. Damansara Esports are now out, so they have to only fight Terror right now.
Okay, and we can see here that EVOS VIP looks like they don't have the comfort of the high ground and the circle at this point. And now Bart, he will go and siege out right below him. It's the other Tara Scott, but what's up? EVOS VIP managed to get the knockdown. And FB at the scene, FB eliminates SMG, not letting anyone up on this hill. They are putting a lot of pressure on the SMG. SMG will need to make a rotation, but on their rotation side is Tara.
And now all they need is just a couple of smokes to go. EVOS VIP, Sam Z and the rest of the team EVOS here going and roaring things out their way. SMG trying to revive Bart. Can he have enough time? Tara approaching from sidelines here. Bosu across them. And Kuza making it hard for Steelheart, who's not even trying to be in the fight here. Being nitpicked by EVOS VIP as well.
SMG right now stuck between a rock and a hard place. They have to engage right now, but in front of them is Steelheart. But again, the closest towards them is actually Tara. They have to fight Tara first, and they're going to try going from the side. There's actually somebody for the top. There's actually another Tara player, Wild Horse, who is fighting underneath them. But right now, can they finish off Tara though? It looks like he might have gotten Tara at the end of it, and Tara will be falling. Right now, SMG still alive, but they are on the nick of less health.
Oh man, Jenny's so lucky. They're only 10% health left, but just look at this. Steelheart is still in this game. Zral is still hanging on for his team, but he's on the opposite side of the road. If the circle moves away from it, that's it. Game over for Steelheart. But look at this. Geek Fam won't make it any more easier for them.
It's just one-man show on the side of Steelheart. He's having a hard time to hold it in by himself. But EVOS VIP, they have to climb down their high horse here. We're talking about the circle is not favoring them. Climbing up is one thing. Climbing down is another. Gig Fan being favored entirely by the circle. They're right smack in the middle of it. But so many teams around the corner. Can they actually in the open area right now? Just covers every angle possible.
Yeah, Steelhearts right now have been eliminated in fifth. Right now we are down to EVOS, Boss, and of course Geek and there's one more I keep forgetting. But not in front of him, he has to be fighting Bosco first because they're going to come in from one direction straight. So Sam's going to be watching the angle. Kuza's watching another. They're not split apart. The next comes flying. Oh, it does a little bit of damage onto Sam's, but he will be alive for the meantime.
And we can see EVOS VIP, they managed to make their way into the safe zone. So they have a little advantage here because they have the highest peak so far that can be held on. But at the same time, Bosco there in the middle. But look at this Luxie with a long range shot taking out Sam.
Oh, will it be the moment?
Oh!
That is just a huge nade. Huge chunk of HP been taken down for Luxie. He needs time, he needs space. They will buy it for his teammates here. VIP Razor tossing out the nade, just returning the favor at the same time. But Gigfam, damn rude, now being knocked down by SMG. But out of nowhere, they're being flushed out by SMG.
Oh, Sane is still alive here. He will revive his teammates. But then again, he is the sole team member left so far. But just look at this, the circle just goes away in the middle of the road. This is such a trash circle.
This is such a bad circle. All of these teams have to track across the road, so it means that they will be out in the open. First up for grabs is Dixon, who's all alone. He was trying to fight both of them off, but he's in a lot of trouble and kind of pushed her in. And SNU will pick up that kill. Geek Fam are out at 4.
Nice flush, but not very clean one. Still a lot of mess to actually clean it up after. But EVOS VIP still doing a great run. We're talking about Lassie taking one down on Jenny. Even though they just took up a huge fight for SMG, they're being actually flushed up by Lassie, who charging right first, being the entry fragger on this side. He tried to flush things down for the team. Oh, but there's too much to handle. He being knocked down instead.
Oh, he went in all over again. Ranzo giving a long cover fire from the high ground by Ranzo. Looks like he's on the Guza. We're coming on the flank cell. Can he take anyone out here? Guza reloading his M4. Guza trying to find the target about the jump shot. It's just too much, right? SMG's firepower is just overwhelming.
Oh my god, EVOS, what a blunder that is kind of rushing onto its SMG, but I'm not too sure how they did that. They went in one by one and they just kind of got lost. Now Bosco, we thought would be going down very much earlier, but right now he's there in the top 2. As the nets come flying up, Putra has to be careful here. He will be out in the open once he goes out of this door, and the rest of Boss will be running onto him.
There's a exchange of grenade between these two. Team Bosco try to rush in. At the same time, they have to find the position of SMG first. They're being knocked down one man at the back, but will they flush it out? Will they rush it in right now?
Oh my goodness, we can see Bosco getting closer and closer. We can see here Trixie T behind. He spawns out Z, that's for sure. But look at this Z. Spawns out and the spray goes down. He managed to get one knocked down. Now this could be the winner when they get to the moment for Bosco, ladies and gentlemen. But and Putra is still alive and they're going in for the CG. They can go for it. Can they finish it off? But Wilbur is down and Putra is down as well. Putra is the last man standing with the last thing of health. And this is the moment, ladies and gentlemen, for Bosco to finish out. Why is it so hard? Just enough. What? What?
Oh my god!
What?
The first Erangel map, not really, haha. It's gonna be the second Erangel map here today because Tara won the rubber chicken. We're back to a classical Erangel. It's gonna be a fun ride, but look at that voting.
Oh. How did Kingsman get that much? I think, of course, you've been saying that a lot more of the viewers from Singapore are kind of supporting their groups as well. So it's nice to see them here watching the stream as well, supporting their native men.
But then EVOS is jumping up the scene as well as SMG. The number keeps on going. You guys did a great job. But then, for our observers, just going red all the way.
Going red all the way, of course. Observer Director, Xer, together with Topcast, Ngek, Zion, as well as Yota. The numbers keep going up and up and up and up. And now the flight path looks like it will start from the northern side, just beside Silverny, and will land on top of the house of SMG, which is Milta Power.
Yeah, as the observers going up the flight path towards the ups or the northern side of a map as well. Shooting range. Well, we do know Savannah always somebody else gonna actually go into that place, which is gonna be Yudu Gang. They are not here to play, so I want to see if there's any team want to drop in the northern side. Apparently, there's none except for TRX around Zaki, but the rest of them seems like they are floating in the air, waiting for the circle to appear.
I think it's the same as yesterday and the day before, right? A lot of these angle drops, a lot of them are actually favoring the southern side a little bit more because it's harder to kind of navigate from the eastern side because you have to go through Yasaya and Polinaya, so you have to kind of fight a couple of teams first. But the circle, though, is right smack in the south. There's an island inside. What will it change?
I really hate the fact that right in the middle of a circle where usually it will ended up will be there, It's gonna be the two bridges with a huge river in between of all the things. We haven't seen any circle ended up in Sonovska yet, though.
Yeah, not yet so far. But this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. I'm
No.
looking forward to the final few circles here. Let's see what will
No.
happen.
No,
Come on.
nothing will happen.
Why?
No, just no.
When
It's a
those-
no.
When is staying away from this conversation? I can
I don't know which
You
which way
don't.
I should lean on.
Don't do that. Don't you dare. I'm sitting next to you.
Very dangerous here. I'm in
You-
danger.
You feel like you will be robbed later if you do something about it. But back about Kingsman, they're having a lot of vote here today, and we're waiting for them to actually make a play. But DMS, Damansara, Ichong waiting for J. Oh my God!
They are now in a lot of trouble. They are getting fired upon by Ichong's all alone here. As it stands, KGM does get a kill out until Hearts. One of them will drop as it stands. Again, Ichong firing on Botak, but they're running away.
He is all alone though, but of course JA not taking any risk that they will relocate themselves and go to their house in Novo. So if they watch by this replay, it was just one person. But yep, this is how it is. PUBG Mobile, ladies and gentlemen.
The thing about, they are not being clipped or being knocked down just yet, but they will have to force themselves to find the utilities to just reset their HP back to max. That already cost them quite a lot, heavily, especially in the first phase of the game. While in Pachinki is still very vacant, nobody want to take Pachinki away from Team Secret.
Actually, I saw a couple of players from EVOS was kind of heading towards that direction, but instead they kind of chose differently. I'm curious to see where they end up, but it stands so TS has the whole lot to themselves. They should be good to go as well. The circles still within their favor, but they have to make a decision. This is where the decision comes in, right? You kind of have to decide where you want to go, to the mainland or you want to go to the island, because that's where at the end of it, it will be marked half and half, and it will end up with whether it's in the mainland or the island.
Yep, or even no man's land. We've seen it before. Nobody actually did easy going for the spawn island, though. I don't think so. He loved the isolated islands. But back about the game, seems like Steelhearts, they have a bit of casualty. Did Steelhearts actually the first one to have one person out there? Because we're looking at 63 players remaining only, while the rest of them still quiet.
Yeah,
There
there
it is.
you go. Yeah, that's confirmation.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Lorenzo just showing off his driving skills there. Steelheart unfortunately lost Adit very early on, the first one to actually bow out of this round. And Lorenzo is out alone in the ferry pier area.
Yeah, I bet. I think it's like, I just want to play the game. Let me play. I just landed. Give me a break.
You have to make it sound like Adit, you know. It's like, I just want to play this game. Let me play. Because his name is Adit,
Like a
right?
spoiled bro. I feel like I want to punch you in the
wanna
face right
play.
now.
I don't know if you guys remember this. Remember Rugrats? It used to be a show back then, very old show, long time ago.
Old
Just
people,
reveal his age.
all people speaking.
my
I'm not into this conversation.
Why did I put myself in that situation?
But speaking of which, Rozhawk, NRL Access, they are taking this by themselves. And never mind that. J8 now, after one team, have to face again the champions last round. The Chicken Dinner winners, SMG, fighting against J8.
You can see a damn cutie. Looks like he's in trouble. This is 2v1 with a micro Uzi and Putra, the Starman from game number 1 with some kills on the board right here. That damn cutie not gonna get away from this, and that's the free first kill. Probably gonna give it to Putra, maybe.
No, I don't know, but Cutie doesn't seem like that cute anymore at this state. He's just on to his knees here, fighting for his life, but he's not going to be saved by none of these enemies. And SMG, extra 1 point for him.
Yeah, damn cutie. I think was left to a mini 14 if I'm not mistaken. So it's very hard to fire back. Putra had the upper hand with the Uzi. So of course they were going to get that kill nonetheless. But the rest of J8, again, we kind of see this throughout the days, right? We kind of see J8 kind of have one player suddenly die off screen, and then another player next 10 minutes kind of die off screen. I'm not too sure why they are splitting up, but the way they split is not working out so much in their favor.
Based on the drop just now, they were trying to go around Novo, and the flight path was too far from them. So they were forced to find a vehicle at first, drop right on the bridge on the mainland at first. But that's where they got separated there, and they cannot save damn Cutie just now because he's just too far from the rest of the team. So they were leaving him behind. That's the thing, something you just have to make the tough sacrifices.
And here we have Jamansara Esports, ladies and gentlemen, with AKA right in front of the Ichong is staying away from this action for now. He's on the
Oh my
no
God.
you with the first blood of the NSP managed to get the knockdown there, and he will finish him off. And now Mosgoku and Ziggs is in the same command. Ichong is too far away.
And right now, they will have to fend them off because Damansara Esports needs another player to come in and encourage them as well. The nades come flying out. Actually, he misses the nade. He have to run out of the house now. Luyu in a lot of trouble, but seems that he has gotten free of that nade. Now they will push on through. Damansara Esports forced back. Ichong watching the flank, but the thing is, I'm not too sure if he has the utility enough to fight them off from behind.
I have to agree because it seems like he's very hesitant about it, and AKA going all aggressive this time. We haven't seen them performing like this ever, but Ichong, he got in more than enough. Not just the only thing is helmet, but he got reversed back there, punished heavily. Ichong clipped quite a lot, but 6-1 will be knocked down first.
And now Ichong's going to go for the Russian, but then again, it's just too open. He'll be knocked down by Loyu. And now there's Ziggs still crying out for help there. Who can save him? Mosgoku, the captain. Can he pull off a captain's performance? Yeah, he is taking up the roof, but then the high ground is just too open for him.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous position for you to be in because as soon as he links or he looks his head out of this out for position, then they will certainly jump onto him. As you can see, Ichong's way back there. There's no way for him to save him. Ziggs are on the sides as well, down. Snap is pushing onto him along with Loyu. They're watching him kind of falter or make a mistake here, and then they will jump on.
And the thing that the Mosgoku have to think about is his economy. He is really low in terms of that magazines plus, aka 3 members versus 1 Mosgoku on top of that rooftop. He's having a high view for sure, but how can he save himself this time? Almost shredded his helmet, really low in terms of utilities here. Mosgoku in a very tough spot.
Oh man, if they want to finish him off, they better do it quickly because now the zone will close it and they can't spend too much time in this area. Mosgoku tosses out the next grenade and now he only has a smoke with him.
Oh, at the same time, he's trying to rush it in, but it's not easy. He's waiting for somebody to pop his head. He did a call, and he managed to clip them a bit, but that's the end. The first team to be out, Damansara Esports, just having a tough round.
Yeah, getting caught by AKA there. I'm not too sure what they were doing. They kind of split apart as well. Ichong was a little bit further behind, so he needed time to get back towards the back of AKA or to flank them from behind. But in that situation, while that was happening, you already lost a couple of players, so it makes it very hard for you to defend that side, waiting for the flank to come.
And we can see here, AKA actually a good start for them. Although they lost 1 team member, Crooks, but it's a decent start really, getting 4 points on the board, and this is a good confidence booster for them.
Yeah, one whole team being wiped, sweep off their feet. AUG A3, you know when there's an airdrop, there's an airdrop for you guys watching it at home. All the codes popped out now, not just yet, I'm waiting for it. There you go, Code Hunters, take it away. These are your loot drops and boxer out there.
Yeah, make sure you continue to punch in those codes and of course cast in your votes as well for the maps or who you think will win that map as well, because you can be a part of PMPL as well.
And we can see here, looks like some action happening elsewhere. And now we will see the action really shortly. And just check this out, TRX, oh my goodness, Jinboy is the only one left for TRX. They lost 3 team members early on.
I'm surprised how aggressive they get for A versus C group here today. Straight in the second phase, already 10 plays out from the game, 20 more seconds. Then it's going to be another circle coming in very soon. While Team Secret already got themselves stashed up for now. So they are a bit in a fanning position, guarding themselves towards another side of a bridge here. They are marching right into it. But, well, I'm waiting to see the progress of a circle.
Yeah, again, Team Secret's kind of finding themselves in very good position. They can walk back towards the other side of the bridge or the other if they choose to be. But at the same time, though, WEC, I don't think there's any other teams that's kind of close by to them. I think we have Dingoes quite close to them, so they will be fighting each other very soon. Right now, TS is just biding their time, waiting for the push to come in, or either waiting for Dingoes to kind of show themselves.
Dingoes now is waiting. They are gatekeeping Team Secret out of this bridge. And we did see Dingoes earlier. They are pretty decent at bridge fights, as we can see in the show match earlier on today. Now, Bravo, GG, they are split up between these two, but will Team Secret push forward or will they make a different rotation?
Oh,
no.
The anti-fragger being knocked down first. Yuhai, he will have to take the punishment great. It's just something he has to pay for. GG waiting for it. They have been anticipating. They have been bridge camping this for some time. For somebody to fall off, they are victims of that crosshair. Bravo and the rest of Dingus, will they march in here? Because last time we remember they haven't had a great run. This is what they're waiting for. This circle though.
Yummy.
My oh my.
Where will it go? That is the question right now. Team Secret are stuck on the bridge as well as Dingoes and kind of just gatekeeping them from coming through. These are the two things that we kind of have to watch because a lot of these teams have to pass them. But at the same time, where will the circle go is still up for debate or up in the air. Which side will go to the south and north? Right now, Zali are in a lot of trouble. They're fighting against SMG.
Oh, and now Zali looks like he get one knockdown, but can he get the second one? Yes! Zali takes two! Will he be able to take
Ooh.
that one?
Oh
Zali
my
takes
God.
three! Oh my goodness,
my
Zali
God.
will now finish off the first two, and now there's only one more left for the side of the SMG, and SMG will be finished off and eliminated at 15th place.
This is Zali the bully. If you ask me, he wiped the whole team out. This is just crazy. Coming out one of the players that's always have the spotlight onto him. Zali clutched it on out for the team here, getting himself 4 points wiped. Then this is gonna be AUG3, and you know the airdrop is for you guys as well.
Yep, get a chance to get yourself some loot and of course enter the code and you will get
Not punch this time. You don't want to punch a code anymore.
I'm trying something different, I think, but I'm not too sure where I was going with that. So, okay, punch in the code or whatever, however you do it, make sure that you get yourself some loot as well. And here comes the circle, still right smack in the middle of two of these islands, and at the same time, there's a lot of water still inside it. But the thing is, a lot of these teams can just kind of shuffle through from the bottom or the southern side. Tara is moving towards it there. Evos is in front of them as well. So they kind of have to fight each other. But it stands though, nobody is stopping Dingoes from marking that bridge. So TS are having a lot of problems here.
Absolutely. Dingo's now in prime position, I can say. Tara making a very unique rotation using this boat, and hopefully they don't bump into EVOS VIP because EVOS VIP currently, they are the coastline guards.
But the thing is, the circle can be very deceiving. I'm talking about the other side of a mainland still have a bit of it touch inside of a circle. There are times that just the circle want to make it hard for the players. It ended up on the northern side instead. So if that happens, the chef have to be made again by the players.
Yeah, that's first blood. KGM or Kingsman already drawing first blood onto TS as TS are trying to fight their way back here. But it looks like Kingsman will have the upper hand as meantime TS, or again, they're left with two players right now. I'm not too sure where the third one is, might have gone down. So Kingsman have the upper hand, they have the vantage point. TS though, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place now.
Oh, but TS, they can't relax right now. Bosku is just coming into them. Bosku senses someone is in the building. TS is just sandwiched between two teams at this point. But look at this. Samzi from EVOS VIP will be knocked down.
Oh, we've seen Bosco made it before. Can they make it the clutch against Secret? On the other hand, Easy managed to take on to EVOS VIP, but they are being the one knocked down here. They try to finish off Luxy, and it seems like having a hard time. It's a very long shot. Well, Fick, where would he go? Will he save his teammate first, or will he start the fight?
There's a couple of teams that already got themselves inside Sinosca military base right now, but they are under fire. Easy coming in from one side, and as you can see, EVOS are kind of split between two places, so it means that they can just funnel all their firepower towards one side, and Easy will be caught inside the crossfire.
So Kuza and Razo, they're still hanging on. But oh, that's a nice nade from Razo. Managed to get a one knockdown. And we can see a Kuza still hanging on there, but at the same time, the blue zone is going to pressure these teams. But Kuza and Razo, they're not going to let it go easy. Razo tossing out the second grenade, and will it land right on top? Oh, that was a scary one.
All that was really almost finished off Skizo. At the same time, the rest of Easy tried to buy time, and the blue is closing in. They will not take up the fight anymore, while EVOS VIP, the rest of them try to finish it off. They will migrate into another compound.
Yeah, Easy is just trying to get themselves back up here. He is the third circle, so they can buy some time or eat the blue a little bit. But as it stands, though, how can they enter? As EVOS VIP is just right in front of them, they have to kind of encroach onto its Sinosca military base.
And here we have the next airdrop here, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to get ready to punch in those goals. But oh, hang on first. Hang on a second there. Yep, we like to give you some surprises. But look at this team secret. They are sandwiched between two teams, and they don't have the safe zone to them.
But SMG also eliminated this time. The Last Chicken Dinner seems like not having a good run for Erangel. DMS also will be out. We're down to 14 team, 45 players. But the blue is just brutal. So many Tara swimming over. They are fishing along the shoreline.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams just trying to get back inside the circle, but they're struggling right now. There's a lot of gatekeeping teams. SC is one of them. They have Dingoes as well. So a lot of teams are just kind of holding on the line, just making sure that nobody pushes them through and maintaining their space very, very early on.
Oh my goodness. Wild horse, he became a seahorse there, ladies and gentlemen, through the sea. But he managed to get himself up onto shore. But look at this Lyrian, it's not being made easy to enter the safe zone. But no, Dingos is just going onto Bota right now. Bota better get his head shaved at this point because Bravo, they are going to go in and go to siege this compound and they will take over J8. J8 still hanging onto this. Nug is still waiting inside the compound, but J8, they are pinned down.
J8 really unfortunate moment again. Being flushed out by
Oh
Nuke, but
my God.
Dingos! That nade just toss it right in the face here. Nuke trying to get on bottom, but bottom last tick of health. He's being knocked down. Where are the rest of J8? They will build this shape entirely. They're not even trying to save their friends. What Tara, the seahorse, and the rest of them seems like having to rest for now.
Looks like J8 is evacuating as soon as possible here. Of course, a couple of players still left there, but it looks like Dingos is just kind of running away from that fight altogether. They don't want to take that fight, but Dingos firing back still. Botak knocked another time or finished off this time around. And J8 all in a lot of trouble and they funnel on towards one side. Dingos has a little bit more space to play with.
And we can see here, Dingos, they are quite spread out here, but they are still in the same zone. They have the luck of circle this time, but just right in front of the J8. There are still a couple of team members there. Just look at this. The zone has about 40% of water included.
This is just tough to watch. I'm talking about
Yeah.
so many players swimming around the corner, and it's going to be a fishing game because why? It's going to down to those who are swimming will be knocked down straight into a box because there's no knockdown when you're swimming as well.
Yeah, there's will be a lot of problems right now for Team Secret, especially because they have to kind of scale back towards the Sonoska military base or towards the island. So it means that they have to trek out in the open. A lot of teams out there still Geek Fam somehow has the best positioning because they are right by the sea, and behind them there's FV. So they can be sandwiched in, but the problem is they are right at the side of the beach. So this makes it very hard for these other teams to kind of go up on the beach and just try to fight them.
Easy is actually sleeping on the sideline. So
Yeah,
his
I had
T-door
to
name,
point-
I think it just suits him best. And I like the fact that if you drive your vehicle inside of the sea level or inside of the water, you can actually heal yourself. But at the same time, this is why I don't like this kind of circle. It's just, this is total trash. I'm going to give it out. Because why? This is where everybody just forced themselves inside of this particular place and being fished by all the Marines on shore. This is just not really fun to watch.
I'm sorry, I beg to disagree, but I'm enjoying this circle at this point. But anyway, just look at this. Geek Fam managed to swim across to shore right now, but behind them, Dingos is actually closing by. They better be careful on their behind. Don't focus too much on the swimmers, but the Dingos could actually party in.
Yeah, Geek have to kind of just funnel back and just fight against the backside. Of course, we'll be saying that a lot of these teams will be coming in from behind. Dingos is one of them, and Dingos just firing back as well. But you can see Geek right now having a lot of problems. They're just kind of getting funneled back, and if this happens, a lot of these teams inside the water can get back onto its land.
It was a nice nick by QB just now, but look at the circle. It just have to make it just have to make the plays move. But QB here will try to finish off Bravo. Managed to secure the kill for now. But at the same time, we're talking about the rest of Geek Fam are fanning out. They're trying to cover all the angles possible. One more net being tossed out by Damroot. Another team out is none of them still Hearts.
Yep, and we can see here, Geek Fam, they are still maintaining all for their team members, but look at this. Kingsman, they are in the high ground as well. They have J8 below them, putting a lot of pressure on them. How did Kingsman make this rotation? This is insane.
Yeah, we haven't seen them this good so far.
JA are in a lot of trouble as Kingsman come roaring out from above, so they will be throwing a couple of smokes, trying to buy themselves some time, but as it stands, Kingsman right now won this fight. They won those 3 kills, and they want to add to their momentum.
Every single kill is a diamond for them because we do know when it comes to the point system now, it really favors for who got themselves the kill. But JA still survived. So far, Kingsman, they are marching in segregated into 2 pairs here. They will have to force the fight later on, playing with the Shack for now.
Only one little shack there, but then again, that is not really a good position because the shack is just too small for them to hang on. One nade can rule them all, ladies and gentlemen. We can see here Saitama, he is trying to fend off a couple of teams there who's trying to come into him. We can see Tidor looks like he will be Tidor in the lobby.
Yeah, no, left is Geek is actually coming from the eastern side, so they have a free way to come in. Dingos is right underneath them, as you can see, so they will be meeting each other very, very soon. But as it stands, so Kingsman actually right smack in the middle of the circle. They have all the advantage in the world.
Oh, but QB is just having a good run. We're talking about right on top of his crosshair. They are lining a line. On top of that, they have no clue where the shot's coming out from. J8 Roki on the other end, trying to finish off Zach, tossing the nade, waiting for it, waiting and counting the angle. Can it drop on top of Zach? Waiting for it, not. Oh, still gonna finish off by the play zone, but he still try to kill, steal it away.
We can see a Rocky now being pressured back. He's now down to 10% of health. You need to relocate himself. Rocky, how long can he last here? Rocky is still alive here. Popping out the first aid kit. He still has one more first aid to use after that. Zolly needs the first aid kit as well. And now they will need to try to get into the safe zone.
Yeah, J8 in a lot of trouble now. They're getting funneled by Kingsman as well, because Kingsman is above them. And we see Every right now bowing out at 8th place as well. iShots in a lot of trouble. Team Secret are now getting encroached by Bosco as well.
Oh, this is J8 bridging up towards the top side of the hill with the smoke bridge going on. While those floating, gonna keep on floating, keep the boat afloat, but it won't be that for TRX. They'll be down next. Matoi trying to swim over, but Gig Fam, all that showering of bomb is all over the place. This is World War III.
Oh my goodness, Geek Fam, they still maintain all 4 their team members in scene, but Dingoes, they have no one. Oh, Sane! That was a Geek Sane move onto him, and now Damru will try to shoot for another angle. Can he take anyone now? They're just too far away. Damru is super low, and he will be knocked down too.
Another drop right now for Geek Fam. I don't know what's happening, but right now they kind of just fumbling onto the pressure, crumbling right slowly but surely as Dingo still firing back, still firing on 2 angles as well. J8 and of course Geek Fam on towards their right side. But Geek Fam right now, again, they're losing players left and right. What do they do in this situation? Can they encroach towards Kingsman, or do they have to fight Dingoes first? They have to choose their battles here.
Yeah, it's gonna be the calm before the storm, but the storm just started again. We're talking about Geek Fans teams are having a good run, but Dingoes, they got found out by Zolly. Zolly clutched it out just now. He's not finished just yet. Rocky and Zolly try to march in, but they will be having to fight Kingsman, plus also Dingoes across them. Who will be their pick?
J8 need to cross the road quickly, because the road is a very important element that they need to remember, because it's such an open place. They can be gunned down while they cross, but they need to somehow do it. Now putting a lot of pressure on the J8. We can see here he has the ghillie suit, so a lot of cover for himself.
Yeah, now has the advantage here going in, but again, he have to fight on 2 fronts as well. Geek Fam on the other side, J8 on the other. As Dingo still firing back, the notes comes flying out. A second hit as well. Will it connect onto Snipes? Snipes actually dodges towards the right side a little bit. QB still very much alive. Devil as well. The Nick clicks down a little bit, but they're still very much alive.
But yup, that was a bit lopsided. Close to getting it, son. Still calculating like an Einstein, but us for the one landed Kobe on top of Kabu.
You can see here that Bosco, they are still in it with a complete team, ladies and gentlemen. They want revenge. They want that sweet, sweet chicken dinner. And now we can see that Wolfman. Unconscious from here. There you go. Kingsman will be eliminated at 6th place.
Oh man, that's going to be a tough run for them, but they made it up to the top 6 here. Dingoes on the other hand, quite out in the middle of nowhere. Gig Fam right across and Bosco will butt in while we have J8. Mind you that nobody noticed them for now.
Yeah, as well as Mato actually, he swam all the way here from the mainland, and now he's still very much alive. The thing is, all these teams are actually battling against each other. That leaves Mato a little bit of space to kind of encroach into a circle through the southern side, because again, he's just a little bit off towards the circle, but fortunately, he will be able to get inside.
He even dropped his inventory back just now, but Montoy gets killed on the side. He's trying to clutch it out 1 against the wall here. Montoy getting on Damru too. So Montoy, one-man show right now. Can he clutch the rest of the teams right across him?
Oh my goodness, Matoy could probably be the one that is the one to butt in and take those kills for himself. But just look at this. The next circle will determine where it go towards Matoy or where it go to J8. Possibility is more towards the northern side, but we will know for sure right now.
Oh,
there goes
no!
back in the middle. No one has the circle, guys, and there goes.
Oh, J8 have been surviving from the start of getting the round top, but they are being favored by Circle God. There, Montoy just make it hard for every single person in the game.
Mato is coming in from behind. Nobody still found him out just yet. Still encroaching onto the circle. Now he's gotten inside, but still a ways away to go. In front of him, there's Dingoes, especially Geek from right beside him. But somehow they haven't spotted each other yet. Geek is still preoccupied with Dingoes. So I'm not too sure how that's gonna pan out. But now Mato might be found out.
Oh my goodness, Matoy, it's just ridiculous. How can he survive until this? But now Snipes is trying to find where Matoy is. They know they have been backstabbed, but at the same time, they need to be careful of the same zone, because 5 more seconds, the zone will close onto them.
Oh, but Dingoes, can they have enough utilities on their side? Because QB just keep on pressuring on this side. GG bleeding out slowly. He needs to reset that. But on the side of J8, they attracted way too much attention. Now we're talking about Gig Fam and also Dingoes hovering around their course on that. Zombie knocked down, but they tried to take down Nuke instead.
Oh, we can see here Snipes. Looks like he managed to get one knockdown to Nug, and now the Dingoes, they are falling apart here. Snipes is just being that thorn in their skin. He's not letting them go.
Yeah, now Geek Fam again has the upper hand. There are two players encroaching in towards there, and you can see J8's position has already been open. Everybody knows where they are. As you can see, Zali getting dropped there, so they're slowly encroaching towards the side. But Matoy is still the story here. How the heck did he solo and get in towards the top 5? Because that's the hard one to be in.
No, he's gonna be the snake for everybody else, stinging and every person on the
Oh,
blind
Matoy.
side. But Mato now over-compromised himself. He gave himself too much of that position. Now slowly trying to approach the Adrock. Can he make it on time?
Oh, no! There
no.
you go. Mato will take out by Snipes, and now Geekfam will breathe a sigh of relief. They don't have anyone behind them, but at the same time, we can see here that Boss Crew, they are trying to go for it. Boss Crew, they are trying to get that chicken dinner. They were so close in the last round. Now they want that chicken dinner. They can smell it right in front of them.
Yeah, J8 was there very much alive for the longest time, fighting with Dingoes, and finally they have gone down. Boss Cool is on towards the right side of Geek Snipes, and he is heading towards the direction, but as it stands, does not know or does not have the information on where they are. Now he's getting fired upon, and he will be dropped by Sam. Nicely done. Now Geek Fam, will they fall back or will they kind of reset the fight?
Three teams now. Bosku Sam leading out. Same goes for Snipes. Already taken out there just now by Bosku Nga. On this side, he got himself that accurate just to make it a cover for the moment. Don't mind you that Gigi still well on life. He's on the other side. Nobody noticed Dingoes just yet.
Yeah, nobody noticed Dingo just there. QB looks like he will not survive much longer. We can see, oh, he managed to reset himself. So QB is now direct to 80% health, but Sam happy to come by QB and saves. And Ngan now managed to use his bandage. How long can it last? He does not have anything else besides that.
This is the craziest 1v1 we've ever had. Actually, this is the first 1v1 that we actually had. QB on towards one side. We have Dingo's play as well. We have Boss Nga in the middle of it. And RGG, well, the point is, where will RGG aim first? Because wherever he aims, Boss Nga is going to follow, or QB is going to follow. So whichever that he's aiming for, I think they will choose their targets after that.
Oh, well, nonetheless, snake time is over. We're down to the 8th phase here. Like it or not, one more circle and they go back now. Have to bow down first. It's mano to mano for QB versus Gigi this round.
Oh, we can see here now it's QB versus Gigi. QB have a little bit of high ground here, but Gigi have eyes on the QB. He knows somebody's right in front of him, but he's not too sure. He's waiting for QB to make the wrong move. Painkiller will be bought by QB, but at the same time, he must be careful of the blue zone. It's just right smack behind him.
Yep, he's pushing through as well. Again, the Blue Zone's pushing towards him. GG has an inkling of where QB is. Right now, he has to push in or has to stand up and take this fight. But right now, QB is playing it very smart, just slowly wiggling his way into the circle as well. He sees an inkling of GG, but again, both of these players know somewhat of where they are, but they don't see the head yet.
Both teams having no utilities on their side. Now QB, if he picks a bit too much, Gigi will found him. At the same time, Gigi trying to not even flinch, not even try to move a muscle. He's waiting for QB to appear out of nowhere, out of thin air, and the blue closing in at the same time. They're really close, just across each other.
Oh, that little bit of a gap there just doesn't allow QB to move forward. If QB moves forward, he will expose himself. And Gigi is waiting for the right moment. Gigi, he knows he has the circle. He needs to play this patiently, but QB has no time. Time is not on his side. Blue zone is not on his side. It's burning his legs behind him. QB, who will make the first move here?
QB is still pushing through as well. RGG is just marking that line. Waiting for him as this QB, and RGG will pick it up. Dingoes finally with the win.
He moves just now. He wants to take the painkiller, but he popped himself.
See much of them after that. So hopefully they'll be running smoothly or they'll be getting themselves in winning ways as well.
Oh, but then let's jump back into the game week candy. Here we go. It's good towards the western side of the map, the winery up to Dobro Metro. But where will the circle be? I think it will be a very beautiful one because the flight path is not beautiful.
Not looking forward to the circle.
It's always
for now.
contradicting
No.
each other.
Yeah, it should be balanced with the circle after this. So hopefully the circle will end up a little bit nicer for this time around.
Hey,
So
hey,
that-
I was looking over
hang
just
on.
in case
What?
when gonna think, what's your problem? Yes, how can you?
You're supposed to be a
How
team
can
evil.
we help you, sir?
Man, you're supposed to be a team evil.
Since I'm at the edge, I want to be neutral so I don't get shoved off the screen.
He's been threatened by my luck just now. He was like, I take that back.
Somebody bring in the noodles, please, for him.
Oh, that
Somebody's
noodles.
gonna boot me off the table very soon, I think.
But okay, we're still waiting for this. You know what? That was kind of okay circle. I would say it's the easiest to play because Mount Krasnik in between, plus there's also the bridge around the castle. Especially if you get yourself good sniper rifle and you camp yourself in the castle. It will be one of the best places out there if you have yourself a sniper rifle to begin with.
I'll
Yeah,
be back after this break.
Why the door is that way with the way.
No, it's a trash circle.
It's a
Nah.
great one, right?
it's still kind of
Right?
50-50 in the air, right? Because
Right?
it's in between two islands, so I don't know.
When's being pressured by my presence here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no way to be neutral in this situation, right?
But then, well, Geek Fam kind of landed some sim. In fact, where the circle might ended up because based on the circle around this area, usually it's more preferred towards about on the outskirts of Simanfacture or even Port Vostok.
Yeah, Geek though, this time around they are smack in the middle of the circle, but they have gotten a lot of good finishes as well. So hopefully they'll be running into their winner chicken dinner very, very soon because they've been playing out of their mind so far, but somehow all this lacking a little bit, especially in the second match just now.
Oh, I heard a couple of.
Oh, Samzy.
Yeah, 3 teams actually. Oh no, that's gonna be also the
Oh.
around the corner. But FVE was VIP. Tough start, just tough.
Oh, it's just tough stuff for EVOS VIP. Samzy not even landing, and he was down to 10% of health. The moment he touched ground, that's it. He touched all the way to the ground.
The ground he goes. But at the same time, the same goes for what happened in the last game. At least they still have him bleeding out. Can they save him? That's a bigger question. They have a car 98 here around FV. Zach back. Can he finish the deal? I'm talking about him not having any equipment on his side. Can he rush in now?
Yeah, it looks like they can take advantage of Evo's VIP's positioning right now. Of course, Sam is being left to bleed to death here, so they can just run rummage on towards the other players, but at the same time they kind of still looting up towards this place first, so making sure that they have all the utilities to enter the next battle.
You can see here, it looks like FB, they are pretty good stock up here. Oh, but look at this. Heiko is actually playing in this round, ladies and gentlemen. Fans of Heiko rejoice. Now he is being the hero for Samzy. His first move is in the season 2 is actually saving his teammate. Wow.
That's a hero. I have to give credit to Haikal. That's teamwork at its best because they need to have all 4 men, especially when it comes to Vikendi. You need everywhere covered. I'm talking about a lot of compounds, a lot of stuff going on. The windows, the doors, everywhere else, the backyard will have somebody to actually rush into your compound there. While Haikal, he is a bit low when it comes to stashing their loot here, especially when they got actually ambushed from the other team FV. We do have Damansara Esports agent just around the corner.
Yeah, they're really pushing through and getting a little bit more area for them to play with. Of course, they were kind of pushed out by FV, so there's not a lot of places for them to go. Especially again, this map is very, very compound oriented. So a lot of these teams will try to look forward towards one compound which they can all entirely play together, as other than being smooshed at one player one side, and then the other two on another side. So the closer they play towards each other, it is easier for them to get trade kills. But again, they have to have somebody on the vantage point as well.
Speaking of Volnova, you saw the church right now, right? Did anybody try to jump on top of that? Oh, but then VIP,
okay.
they got one down on Pew Pew of Damansara.
Wow, looks like Pew Pew have been knocked down, but well, will he be finished off? This will be the next question here. Let's look over to Pew Pew. He is bleeding out, and Kuza has eyes on Pew Pew. I don't think they can go for the save, and Ichong is still keeping out. And there you go. It's official that Razo gets the first kill of this map.
We did mention about the one that been played at the video content just now will be probably takeaway chicken in, and now I question that because why? Damansara seems to have a bit of a predicament. Because EVO's VIP did not settle down just yet after what happened against FV.
Yeah, in this happenstance, they suddenly meet with Damansara Esports, and Damansara Esports again getting pushed on port, kind of pushed back a little bit here. They do not want to take this fight after losing PP very early on, but again, they're just stacking up first, getting make sure that they have the utilities to fight with EVOS in the next fight. But EVOS, raining onto them. They are on the side of the streets. They are raining onto them, waiting for Damansara to make a move.
Oh, and there's nowhere for them to escape behind because they are at the edge. This is the port here, ladies and gentlemen. So the more EVOS VIP closing on them, the lesser ground that they have to actually escape. They have a vehicle though, but the risk of vehicle blowing up, we've seen that multiple times.
Yeah, but at the same time, when it comes to holding themselves higher ground, EVOS VIP do know what's best for them, but hopefully they didn't make the same mistake like they did before. Speaking of which, they did actually had this kind of situation back then, but made a bit of a wrong, I say, miscoordinated move. But now Damansara, they know they will back down from this. They will go for a retreat, go for another compound to work with. While EVOS VIP, they got this place above for themselves.
Yeah, they're running in towards FV as well, so they have to kind of fight this on all fronts if they want to. But as it stands, Damansara has completely evacuated the place. Now it's left to EVOS and of course FV to kind of fight it off, as EVOS are looking for a fight as well.
Very likely they will respect FV, it seems, because there's this road that seems to be like the invisible line. So doesn't look like FV is interested to take any fights.
Respecting the territory, but J8, damn QT, taking one down. TRX Gym Boy, the first among the first one to be out. We're talking about two members of any teams here being knocked out quite early on, and it's not even the first phase over with just yet. 16 teams still intact, but some of the team will be handicapped the very first start of a game.
Yeah, again, FV are being left alone with to their own devices. EVOS does not want to. It seems that they do not want to take that fight at all. Easy's up on a small hill. SMG are below them. They have the vantage point. Again, this is a very heavy, compound heavy set play, but
no!
not it's actually Easy who gets the kill first up on Trixinity, and now Easy will be trying to fight on all angles as SMG Bart gets dropped as well and will be finished off by Schizo.
Oh my goodness, SMG losing two team members very early on. Trixinity, the captain for SMG, will be ran over. Oh no, they are focused on the rest of Team SMG right now. They're going for the run in. Schizo sieging into the compound, and now it's 2v4. Schizo, will he be able to get the knockdown to Jenny? Jenny now she's dropping down to 50% health. Jenny now, oh my goodness, with that long range shot from Vic taking out Jenny, and Jenny will be finished off.
There's just one more left on that side, but they still want to return the favor. Putra take one down on Vic, and now that's all that's left of him. Putra, can he call the clutch again? It's going to be 1v3 all over again. History has been repeated. He clipped a lot of Schizo, but at the same time, the back lines here have too many supports. Tidor, and also they just revived their teammate here with a firing shot that just one whole team SMG decimated the moment we start into the game.
Yeah, things are not looking so bright for SMG this time around. They're starting off on the left foot and ending up dying to Easy very early on. And Easy was watching towards the high marker, right? They were on top of that hill, waiting for the rest of them, SMG, to kind of just rain in. Then Trinity, I think, was the one that first went in, and then he got knocked. And then the rest of them just ran through the house, which is kind of ballsy, kind of a big ballsy play to make, but as it stands, they had the information going into that compound.
And here we have the airdrop here, ladies and gentlemen, with the DBS, extended quick draw Mac AR, and of course level 3 of everything. But what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Gotta get your codes ready, because here you go. You gotta catch the PMPL loot, and at the same time, don't forget to like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia. Punch in, pan in, knife in the code, whatever they want to do, as long as you get one of those chew boxes.
And also this drop.
There you go, the chew box.
You waited for it to even emphasize on it. My God. And Kingsman Carter got themselves that loot, but back about FV. Now they take a fight against Damansara Esports. Will they take the fight or will they bail out again? Seems like they will actually go away from this fight, reposition themselves for Damansara. FV, on the other hand, still want the blood for more. Speaking of which, I have to say, back to about EZLX, I have a feeling there will be a very scary team on week 2 or week 3, because the way they fight here did not even have a second doubt about taking a fight head on.
Yeah, they're quite confident with taking fights, but finishing the fight head on
Is a
the
problem.
Yeah, so hopefully they will be able to rectify that very soon. Now, FV is in the sights of Damansara Esports, just looking on towards them, waiting for them to kind of expose themselves in between the three lines, and then they will fire through, and that's the first firing through for Most Goku, but will not latch.
Most Goku well stocked up here. We can see here 6 first aids on his side with level 2 helmet and also vest. You can see Echong as well, pretty okay stocked up, so they are okay if they want to take a fight. They do have vehicles on the side as well, but they will definitely wait until the next circle.
And now another compound to be found for Most Goku and the rest of Damansara Esports. They have been going on Nomad for some time now. We're talking about them still kind of hard to find a place to call home here. Jumping after one building, one vicinity to the other. They are really having a hard time to stock up their loot.
Now back to FV right now, still just walking through the rubble of the fight that will surely soon ensure. But the thing is, it's very slow fight, as you can see, or you said before. We can these kind of heavy fights on the later stages of the round, so we will not be seeing a lot of them fighting very soon. Again, it's very compound heavy, so a lot of them just staying inside before things start to get wild.
So the airdrop seems to drop somewhere beside castle. So sometimes there's a clue of where the airdrop would be at, but we need to wait
Oh,
just to be sure. But
no.
okay, a flip of a card there, a little bit from Samsey, but okay, it's still alright. They will hit themselves into the safe zone.
Evo's VIP playing a bit safe if you ask me. They are going against the blue and going inside of the blue, making sure they are playing at the edge of the safe zone as well. So they kind of want to avoid as much fight as possible based on their rotation. But J8 on the other hand, they are right in the middle of it. Where would they go? And it's not wise to actually have 4 men in one particular vehicle.
Yeah, actually, Seahearts is fighting alongside or fighting with Team Secret, and I'm not too sure where, but there's another airdrop right smack in the middle of the water, so I don't think anybody will be picking up very soon. But you do have your loot code, so that'll be coming in very shortly. And here we go.
Waiting for
bam.
it.
All right, it's a little bit late, but it came out again. Punch in that code so that you can get your loot as well. A couple of nice things in there, along with the 2 boxes.
Oh, have
boxes.
to?
Yeah.
Really have
Okay.
to? Man, but again, don't punch your phone literally for this code. I just hope your phone still live for another day after this ends. But nevertheless, this is a really crucial airdrop. It's a very tough one to get, very tricky one at that point. But back about the game castle, just on the outskirts of it, we have Team Secret trying to stalk the other side, which is going to be the Steel Hearts. Can they actually read their positions?
You can see it looks like Dingoes. They are in the same compound as Bosco at this time, and now Zan will need to be helped by a GG while Bravo keeps eyes on the opponents. They are in the same house, but everyone's still holding on to their triggers.
Yeah, Bosco again, they got themselves a lot of good finishes. They got 4th, they got 3rd a few times, but as it stands, they have yet to get their first win right now, and they're getting overrun as Dingoes are marching to, and we'll be able to see a couple of players showing their ugly heads there.
But the funny thing is, just now we were hovering around Team Secret. We thought it was just gonna be fight against Steel Hearts. Seems like Geek Fam being the third party, I don't know what happened, but there's a lot of grenades being thrown there by Bosco. They are really loving their hand grenades.
They're living the hand grenades for now. We can see Bosco, they are still holding on to the compound. Dingoes, they have interest, but oh, Knock!
J8?
Where did that come from? J8! Where were they? Solid finish of Knock!
They are on top of the hill across them just now, third-partying themselves inside this fight, who has no business to start with. And now Dingo seems like they are having a really tough situation sandwich between 2 teams.
Yeah, they're getting forced back as well as Bosco actually right now rearing their ugly heads, trying to push through the smokes. But they are taking their time. They are split apart a little bit, as you can see. A couple of players towards the left side, then a couple of towards the right. They're trying to take a strong attack, but
my
then Dindo
God.
comes in from who knows where, but destroys one player, and that means that they can just push through if they want to here.
That's gotta hurt, and this is just tougher to watch. Dingo's really struggling. They are suffocating at the moment as we speak. Evils, on the other hand, VIP, seems like they have been going in a parallel direction as FV because it's gonna be round 2 for them.
Oh, here we can see that Team Secret, that CJ on the Steel House right here. Aisha's going for the flanks here on the other side. We can see Rex here with the Micro Uzi getting ready. And now they will need the jump shot with U-High there. And Rex and the U-Rex combo will start to siege in. They are pairing up with each other slowly but surely, getting in and trying to find their target.
Yeah, now they are getting smoked off, so they're buying their time for now, but they are pushing in very, very heavily. And now as you can see Rex on the other side, along with you just want to push in towards this compound, but they're so heavily smoked that means that any entry that they go in, they will be out and about where they are open to attacks from the side of Dingoes.
Yeah, wrong move. They will be leaving themselves too vulnerable for the other party. And now Team Secret try to approach it, try to flush him out for Steel Hearts. They are trying to hold their ground here. Ice Shot will be knocked down first, but at the same time, Rex just rushing in. Ice Shots and Rex
my
both
God.
knocked down Matoy. How can he survive this later? He tried to revive his teammates. You high on there then. Try to go for the flank side. Go on the blind spot on the rest of Steel Hearts. Holding this ground quite strong.
Oh no, they need to recover from this. We can see now Team Secret is now down to 3. It's 3. Oh, but check this out.
What?
Still one.
Oh,
Coming as
no.
the third party. Who invited them? Who sent out the invite? This is a wrong timing.
Seahearts are not getting sandwiched in. Adi will be first to drop. QB comes in from behind, will finish off Adi as well. Seahearts in a lot of trouble here, getting sandwiched in by Geek Fam. They do not care. They just want to rush through and get the kill up on Secret first. They know where Secret's at, but right now it will be at the stage as damn root will be dropped.
This is just massacre all over the place. We talk about Geek Fam ramping in out of nowhere. They tried to be in, taking the golden opportunity. Now everybody is all over the place. Steel Hearts had it first, but now Ice Shot. He seems like gonna be knocked down last takeoff round. Same goes for Matoy. Geek Fam coming out from the window side. Where are they? Steel Hearts
my god, this is Gig Say that we're talking about Aishas and Matoy, the two senior team members of Team Secret. They are still alive. Superman Lorenzo was still hard, but look at this now. Moving on Lorenzo, moving down to my Aishas. Matoy waiting for the right moment here. We can see Aishas here. Go in it, CJ it out, flush it out one by one.
I know,
Again,
no.
they have the advantage. Gig somehow survives the fight.
Oh
Will be
my
able to
God.
eliminate Steel Heart
God.
somehow. It started off as a 4v3v3. Now they are left with 2v2 right now. As Team Secret will have to hold on. Gig Fam shoving it towards their mouth. They have to just swallow this and soldier through because it's very hard for them to punch it through now.
My goodness me, that was almost Steel Heart's game for that fight, but GigFam just have to be part of them. And now Team Secret, they are trying to struggle get inside of a house and a building, but GigFam reposition themselves for now. Oh, but they still not done! I thought it's not done with them. It's gonna be Scene taken down there, and also finish it off straight away. Now GigFam struggling to keep the boat afloat.
Oh, but the action's not over yet. We can see here that JA, they managed to win this compound fight and they maintain over their team members. Team Bosku will be eliminated.
Still
Yeah.
can't move on from just now. It was such a great luck.
Yeah, it was so good. It started off so good for Geek Fam because they were coming in from behind. Steel Heart was stuck inside the houses, and Team Secret was coming in from encroaching from the front. But somehow they turned it around. They kind of punished two players on Geek Fam, and right now they are running away from that fight totally because they do not want to have
just-
anything to do with Team Secret
It
anymore.
seems like they are going against Steel Hearts, and it was Steel Hearts game at first. It almost gonna be a total loss for Team Secret, but that saved by GigFam. Holy smoke, they just mind-blowing moment. But back about the game, where will the circle be? Just, well, I predicted it. But around but also in the same factory, basically Kingsman, the one that's going up for the vote for the community themselves, having a good run.
Having a good run. They are in the middle of the circle at this point. Port Vosto is closest to them. A little bit of compound there unless the circle go towards Cement Factory where so far only J8 is close by. Snipes somehow miraculously got away from that. It's I'm just wowed.
You wow up to the point Mira and colorlessly just happen to be two words now. We're gonna make a new dictionary for you, Cloud.
Thanks, Chunary. Yeah,
It was fast to me and got stuck there.
You're gonna stuck in between now.
So okay, everything's looking good for a lot of these teams. They're kind of encroaching towards the cement factory, and there's a lot of spaces for them to play with. But as it stands, now, J8 is entering towards the northern side, so they have a little bit of comfort there. That's a lot of players are actually coming from the southern side, so they should be okay for now. As Kingsman as well found themselves a very good compound to play with. It's quite open. They have 4 buildings inside the same area, so they can thin out the herd. They just put one player into one house, another couple into another house, then they got all the things covered.
But put that aside, Kingsman, they don't have to just focus on one particular angle. When talking about Damansara Esports around the corner, plus EVOS VIP, seems like they are trying to rush and flush all the compound as they go. I'm talking about them being restless and not sitting it quietly. They have been jumping from one place to another. Maybe next one, they are eyeing over Kingsman.
Yep, they're eyeing over Kingsman. Probably we'll need to wait and see. It also depends on how the circle moves. Now, EVOS VIP started on the rocky start, but then again, now they are okay. They have balanced themselves. They still maintain all 4 their team members. Got themselves compound. Now they just need to wait and see.
Sometimes wait and see is the scariest thing they have to do.
Yeah, I think with the addition of Heikel, they look like they're a little bit more aggressive very early on, but we've yet to really see what he can bring to this team. Because as it stands, this is his first game, of course. Don't really see much from him yet, but hopefully he will kind of just run on all strides and just kind of punish a lot of these teams.
Well, we're looking at him hovering about with that scope just to make sure he got all the information relayed back to the team. We're talking about him being the scout for now, even though he's the support, but they can rotate any way they want. Seems like he kind of attract too much attention on his side.
We can see here, yes, they kind of know where all these locations are at, but just look at that edge of the circle. They are still in it. Only Kingsman, they may need to move after this.
Oh man, I don't know about this. Do they have to make the move now? Because the circle, you don't have to move unless the circle is against you.
The thing is, right now, if they make a move towards in the middle of the circle, they have no confrontations at all because nobody's right smack in the middle there where they have to kind of fight. So EVOS can just run into it.
Man.
And then
What is this kind of drop?
What?
Are you kidding me? Is this a joke?
the drop is more rude than the circle, though.
Yeah,
which is
Ladies and gentlemen, quote that. The drop is more rude than the circle. There you go. Wendell 2020.
or maybe just put it, the box or the drop is more trash than the circle itself now. Because nobody will get themselves on top of this. Who got the time for that? Ain't nobody got time for this. Gig fam, they were like, hey, the airdrop is right in front of us. But you know what? Never mind that.
And here we go. Looks like Easy. They will start to make their move, but Snipes will not make any move right here. He is the last survivor member. But oh, look at this. Looks like gunshots happening all around here. We can see as Zizo have been knocked down.
Yeah, right now it looks like Easy are just trying to trail back into as a circle. At the same time, TRX is right behind them, so Zizo has been dropped. So does Fake want to take this fight? He actually drops into as a drainer, so he's kind of out in the open right now, but I don't think anybody can punish him for that.
I don't know about that. As long as they have a couple of grenades in their side, I'm like, anytime he can blow up himself right in the drain area. Oh, never mind that. Tino tried to connect the dots with the G36C. Straight over. Beautifully well done, but Martoy, can he get out from there? Seems like they are separating themselves into two parts here for Team Secret.
We can see here, looks like now we move over to Axis and RLMPX. They have lost Leto in the process so far. They need to move into the safe zone, but right in front of them is Damansara Esports. They have a compound, so it's not good for the WBC. Oh, look at this! Bamburu spots out Wolfie. Tries to take it down, but it's just too far away by Rift. At the same time, let's take that one, and there you go. 1 point for Axis.
Right now, NRL is trying to push through. They have seen the Kingston players and are going to try and punish them. Will be able to be good for one as Wolfie takes a drop, and the entirety of Kingsman. Sit back, relax. You're going in for the next lobby.
Yeah, seems like it's not a good run for them as well for this time. Almost close to getting into the circle, but just being denied entirely by other teams. Easy on the other hand. Can he walk out from the drain area? It seems like he caught himself a death pit. But back about Team Secret, they are touching the rim of a circle. Same goes for EVO's VIP, aka coming up from the northern side. We do have so many teams coming and cutting across on the northern, on the southern from Cement Factory.
Oh my goodness, such an open circle we'll be looking at in the next round. Only 2 small compounds. Who holds onto those compounds, then they need to continue to pray that the circle is on their side. But look at this, Axis will be eliminated at 10th place.
Lazo.
Things are not looking so bright for Love. This team coming in from the southern side, but Tara has gotten themselves into its circle. EVOS as well, so they should be good to go here now. Easy is trying to fight alongside Team Secret right now, but Team Secret, again, not having any of it, not really wanting to fight, so they are kind of just falling back into a more defensive positions.
So don't forget about Gig Fam behind them, just behind Easy LX. We're talking about Gig Fam have been such a hard team to fight against, especially taking an opportunity. They will never actually back down from that. Schizo trying to play it safe. We talked about Easy before, so we do know Easy when it comes to taking out a fight, they have never second guess of anything when it comes to that kind of decision.
Absolutely, they are ruthless when it comes to taking fights. Every fight to them is an easy fight. That's what we can say here, right? So, EVO's VIP, they are playing by the rims of the circle as well. They still have a little bit of compound there, but, well, the next one, they'll need to pray hard.
Again, they're not looking back from the southern teams right now. They're just kind of getting themselves into a circle. But from behind, Geek Fam, they have the longest strike push. They have a lot of way to make, but easier not getting jump upon by Mattoy. Will be opening out with 1 kill of his own, but Mattoy is playing it a little bit more defensive. Eye shots already dropped to the floor, so it's Mattoy all alone right now. Going easy, and he will be dropped all the way from south, from J8.
Damn cutie, that was a damn long shot coming out. I do want to know how much of the distance kill at that point. But back about the game, Easy here. They got saved by the bell. J8, if that didn't take one down for Team Secret, Easy will having hard time. Not gonna be easy for them.
Oh man, Easy gotta buy nasi lemak for damn cutie after this because he owed them one that. Yeah, he owed them one there. But then again, let's move on to this couple of other teams here. TRX, they are out in the open. Tara, they have a compound. This is prime position for Tara, basically.
Yeah, Tara has the best spot right now. They have the compound in their name as well. J8, finally, they have a compound their own. They're striking on towards Easy as well. Got the kill up on Mings Alex. And should be, at least they know the positions of a lot of these other teams because they have the central compound.
This might just be an easy game, sorry for that, J8 here, because they got the best solid compound to work with, the most with 4 walls on their side, plus they are right in the middle of safe zone still, and now they're trying to make it hard for everybody else, tossing so many nades, tossing so much things. EVO's VIP coming out of nowhere, taking down 6 from Damansara.
And now we can see here, the next circle will reveal itself shortly. Oh, and we will see that the circle actually goes away from J8, but look at this, an explosion just just eliminated someone from Easy.
Yeah, Easy having the hardest time right now on the edge of the circle. They're trying to push in, but they're getting slaughtered here. CRX will claim themselves a kill as well up on Easy, and right now I think they are done and dusted. Stara is on the other side as well. TRX on the other end. Easy still has one player Fake, but he's getting kind of close by him is J8, and he's getting kind of flustered because he doesn't know where can he go in this situation?
Oh, Evo's trying to migrate himself onto the higher ground. They will have to cut across AKA first, because if they want to go to the higher ground, the only chance for them to take down Tara and also J8 will be the advantage of that. But at the same time, that AKA Crooks and the rest of the team already waited for the next victim of their crosshair.
Yes, they need to cross the road. That should be the objective at this point. But we look at this Tara. Again, prime position circle does favor Tara at this point. I wonder will the 8 circle still favor them? We'll need to wait and see. But let's look at this compound. They have all to lose.
Yeah, TRX pushing in as well. As you can see in front of them is actually Tara, who has the compound, but they are getting overrun because TRX have to go through them. As you can see from the minimap, they have to go straight up, and Tara is waiting and willing and able to shut them down. As right now, we will see that Damansara Esports will be bowing out at 7.
Oh no, this is not gonna be bad. Oh my god! Tara really random nade out of nowhere, taking one down on TRXZ. So, and now down to only 2 men. Slav, 1 casualty on the side. But there was a beautiful strike. Almost clutch it, but that jump in the last minute whiffed it.
Oh, beauty of a jump shot that we just saw. Wow, that was such a good play here. Wild Horse will have his teammate Random, and Tara, they still at the compound for now. And all the teams, they are either compound, but little do they know, Tara is hanging on to this strongly.
Yeah, you can see TRX kind of shoved out on the edge because he's trying to save his teammate there. But as he said, Haikul will be dropped here by AKA. AKA is trying to push onto his Evo's VIP as well.
Oh, now they're trying to flush things out for J8. Evo's be cutting across straight this time, but at the same time, are they making the right decision making here? They made it a heavy casualty last time. 2 of them are actually out and only have Samzi and Razor. At the same time, not many teams have their own team members still alive and well. Tara seems like having a good run. AKA still there somewhere. Well, Rocky here tossing a couple of nades, stomping his head. Oh no! He's trying to just take one down, but at the same time, the blue is not favoring them.
Oh no, it's not favoring them at all, but look at this, the next circle will not favor anyone at all. We can see Russell have been knocked out by Loyu, aka they are running up over Evo's EIP.
Yeah, Evos in a lot of trouble. They're getting pinched by J8 as well. J8 is waiting underneath them, but Evos has to push through. That's the thing. They have to kind of just rotate around, but which fight would they want to take? Is it again AKA or J8? Because they have to choose one poison at this stage.
I have to totally agree with that. And now AKA seems like choosing Evos for this time. AKA Loyu and the rest of the team, how they approach this. The last 1 man Snap is down and back to the lobby. While J8 are going for the transition there, ramping into none other than Tara compound. They will try to take this building out of their hands. Bota and Zali. Zali knocked down first. Micro Uzi, another spray by Bota. Take one down on Tara. Now more to go down Lyrian as well. That's left only 1 member on Tara on the other side.
Oh my goodness, Bota, he almost clutched it out. Who probably can do it, but Rocky is still waiting up on the high ground. He spots out AKA. The shot goes out. Can he manage to knock down one? But no. Did not manage to connect it now. He managed to connect a little bit, but Rocky's now down to 50% health. First AKA will be popped out.
Tara along with AKA both inside the compound. J8 walking through as well, but you can see they're kind of stuck outside the compound as it stands. AKA right now, Drox has been dropped, and Randall will be fired upon as well. And Tara, it looks like they are out of here.
Oh, that was AKA butt in the last minute, taking it into their business here. J8 on the other hand, they're having a good run. They've been knocked down just now, but that buys them a lot of time. The moment AKA stepped in, that gives them so much space to just revive and reset for the teammate. But Evo's VIP, Samzi, playing it the healing game for now.
Yep, he's playing the healing game, but just look at this AKA. They have 3 team members, so it could be a 3 versus 3. Samzi looks like he's not interested to move any further, unless there's that opportunity, but doesn't look like any easy opportunity for him for now.
Right now, you can see Rocky is just kind of taking the information around him, but they have spotted AKA. They're firing through. Rocky drops the first play down. It's M15. They're firing on as well, but it looks like it will not connect as Rocky will be still alive, but Drops getting fired from behind. Right now, they're getting fired upon, and AKA right now is getting dropped straight away. Oh my god, they are out.
This is just gonna be J8's game, while Samzi, I don't think think he's gonna live for another day. He's running out of mats. He's running out of his utilities. And is just seconds away into going down. J8 dancing in out. Zolly and also Rocky Botak there as well. Having a great time. 100% sure of the candy gonna taste like J8 for now. This is J8 winning it strong. Game number 3 today.
Ladies and gentlemen, J8 Esports have arrived to the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia Singapore Season 2! Congratulations to J8 for getting the first chicken dinner in the league!
And I think Ikuti called it, right? Because like J8, I think it's destined to shine. They had their experience behind them.
Last but not least, our map here, game number 4. Right now we're looking at the voters, 39.9%, but look at Kingsman rising up the bar. Same goes for EVO's VIP. J8 Esports wrapping it up with 6.7, but 7.1 for Boss. Man, that's a lot of transition for the votes.
Wow, a lot of movement there for the percentage. You can see here actually Kingsman really close on catching up Team Seeker. Good job for fans of Kingsman. You're doing your role there.
What is this?
I think the Kingsman. Oh, sorry. I think the. Never mind, just forget about that. We talk about Evos after this. But let's look at our observer, the handsome man, Exer, leading the chart with his beautiful mustache. I feel like I should shave that off. But never mind. The rest of them, of course, rocking for us as well. Thanks again for all our observers bringing us all the action. But now let's jump back to Evos, right? You were talking about their performance just now. They got second place after a hellacious first couple of games. But hopefully after this, they start picking it up. Wow, and the circle does not give any way to any of these teams. It's right smack in the middle of 3 of these islands, and it will be a very strong, a very hectic finish because it could land in any of these islands.
Probably all the players just drop into Sami. That's it. I'm not gonna say much more than that because you know what? It's gonna be a probably Tambang, Nakam, or Sami game. There's been a condition like this before, but wait for it. SMG, they tried to take down on Axis NRL here on Paradise Resort.
We can see here SMG, they are one part of Paradise Resort, whereby Axis, NRL, MPX, they are on the other side. Will they respect each other or will they go at it? SMG right now looks like they may be the little one and they could leave Paradise Resort.
Yeah, they're giving a lot of respect here, especially from SMG. They usually don't do that unless the reason is actually because they don't have any loot. But Gig Fam taking one down just now.
Yeah, Gig Fam still fighting on all fronts against Steelheart, so I think that we will be watching that a little bit later. But now, again, SMG, give it a lot of respect towards NRL to give them the space, and they're bowing out of this fight altogether. So I don't really see that. That should be the way for SMG, especially because they were firing on all cylinders earlier. So I want them to really fight their heads on very early on.
We'll see here, but look at this. Looks like SMG, they are not backing out of this. They are a team that's known for high firepower, but in the last 2 games, they haven't been doing so well, especially after they got their first chicken dinner in the most fashionable way. They kind of had a big slump there. Hopefully, they can pick themselves up in this round.
And sometimes they just, I don't know, I wouldn't call it overconfident, but they just feel a bit relieved that kind of loses their drive along the way. But still, Hearts is not backing down against Gig Fam here.
Yeah, Steelhearts are now heading up, throwing the net as well. They won't be able to pick up 1 kill, I think, as Snipers are on the floor. But QB's marking from the back of the ST, still wanting to fight this off, but they have to push forward. Snipes see behind the lines, they will be able to finish him off. The rest of Gig are flailing away. They do not want to take this fight at all.
Not interested at all with their fallen comrade. Unfortunately, he will be waiting in the lobby. Super Mal as well, one of the early players to actually bow out of this round. So Steelheart managed to hang on to this location. A little bit on EVO's VIP as mentioned by Wen earlier on. Yeah, the inclusion of Heiko, I think really shape up the way that they play. So now Heiko is playing again. Hopefully they can continue on the momentum.
Yeah, I have to agree. Totally change the dynamics about how they approach every team. And I'm liking what they're doing right now. It's not that saying that the other one is actually not, suitable, but it's just right now it seems like this is a better, strong lineup. Maybe they will try to venture things out later on, but back about the game, still hard. They still have a long run against AKA here. Maybe one more team behind. They're probably going to approach anytime soon. Speaking of which, they have been, I have to say, that kind of costly in terms of the economy and how much they have been spraying over here.
Yeah, they're spraying a lot towards Steel Hearts, but at the same time, Steel Hearts are just kind of fumbling back towards the house, just hiding inside as AKA pushing through as well. They want to get a little bit more compound in their favor, a little bit more breathing room for them to play, but as it stands right now, they're just still flailing and just finding their ways.
AKA, earlier on, they are putting a lot of pressure onto Steelheart, but then again, it kind of stopped because just look at this, the distance between Steelheart as well as AKA. It's not like they can finish it all. It's not going to be easy because there's a compound here, and this is the L house that they call it, a nickname for this location.
Yeah, I have to agree because of the river in between separating these two teams aside. Even though they got one down, knocked, but you know, unless if they spray it in a very fast rate, maybe they can secure the kill. But other than that, it's just gonna put a heavy toll on top of their economy side, though.
Yeah, Steel Hearts are just evacuating just now, going back towards the southern
Huh?
side, but he's saying, "Ngah, okay, never mind."
Okay.
A little bit of a sad day for him, just crashed, but hopefully he will get back up, maybe bandaged up, but still fighting.
Do they have enough mats, though? That's the question.
Yep. Well, don't know. It's still early in the game, but hopefully he can recover himself. Though same goes for Ade. He doesn't have anything. Lorenzo as well, fully depleted in terms of his utilities. Not even a helmet at this point. So they definitely need to go around and loot.
I have to say they are dropping at where they don't want to be. Right now, it's really empty about when it comes to equipment and stuff. But this is your first airdrop, and you know what to expect from here. AUG tree there, and also your code.
Yep.
Enter your code. Of course, you can get yourself some loot. And of course, what's it called again? The Chew Boxer?
I'm waiting for it to switch now with C, Pack C, and Pack D, and the Chew Boxer, ladies and gentlemen. Punch it, like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia as well while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully, you can get yourself a Chew Boxer.
Oh man,
Can you
get the
guys
Chew
just
Box-
not picture me in that? That's it. I just wish that none of this happened. Right
I'm
now.
not saying that you'll be wearing it, but whoever wears it, maybe plus 10 attraction, maybe plus 10 attraction to
Oh,
your
now
stats.
you're now trying to redeem yourself for what you happened behind the scene.
I didn't say that.
Great, just nice win. But back about the game we go. Jokes aside, Gig Fam approaching Bosku, having the higher ground for Bosku's side. Seems like they know the information that Gig Fam approaches them, but I don't think Gig Fam kind of sniff there's another team around them.
You can see he was very sneaking, lurking around the corner of the house. Heiko, now at the forefront. Kuza is checking them out from behind. Easy, they are at the lower ground, so disadvantage a little bit on the side of Easy. EVOS VIP, they are raining down the grenades on the side of Easy, but does not connect.
Easy right now, still pushing through. They're throwing a lot of nades towards the side of EVOS VIP, but EVOS are just backing out. Kizo actually gets naded a little bit, but right now he will still be okay. Returning back to his mates, I think they're gonna try and regroup and refight this fight.
This is gonna be a bloody fight. I'm talking about so many nades. Evils, VIP Kuza take one on Easy. Tidor, who's cannot be sleeping but crawling for now. Knocked down, but they cannot finish the deal just yet. That nade! Razor! That was really close. Well, Kuza getting out the flank side here, trying to catch one down. Easy! That's really reckless on the side of Kuza.
Oh, Razo. Oh my goodness, that grenade from Fake. But then again, Razo to the rescue. He'll try to knock down somebody, but then again, it's not going to be easy. There's someone behind the trees here. You can see Razo trying to find his target, but look at this. Kuza will need help. Will he save his captain? Razo from the side shot. I go with all them up. No! Will they? No! No! EVOS VIP will be the first team to be eliminated.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there as Easy kind of pushed through. I think they were kind of, EVOS kind of split apart a little bit. Kuza was towards the left side. He had three of his teammates towards the right side. When he wanted to push in, there was actually two players from Easy rummaging towards him and aiming him. So he had to kind of hide, let his teammate fight. And then his teammate fell after that because Kuza was the one who was in front. He needs to be strong. He needs to be the sole survivor or the heavy survivor in that fight for them to maintain that fight. But once he goes down, it's very easy for them to just take the fight.
I know, and at the same time, it can say a bit of a misunderstanding between the teams there because they had the upper hand by knocking one down on Easy at first. So that was just a little bit of one minor mistake caused the whole team to go down. That was really questionable. But back about Tara, they're having a cruise, great day, looking around the coconut trees and the islands, and they're gonna be okay. Hopefully, not being, run down by sprays of guns and explosion after that.
But talking about having a great day, these three teams right now, they are playing this very safely. But just look at this, the kill Fake finishing off. Zizo
Easy
boy,
again?
Boy, will be finished off by Min.
It's easy again, though.
Easy's on fire now. They're getting all these frags. They still want to push in as well. as the rest of them are still actually at the same compound which they beat EVOS VIP in, but it looks like a couple of players, stragglers coming in from the TRX side wants to go and fight this.
Oh, TRX, we do know easy when it comes to getting the fight. They are ruthless, reckless, all the lessness inside because they are just hungry for kills. Really thirsty for blood. I'm talking about them being really vicious. They are taking one down.
wow.
Oh my god, man, he exposed himself on Janik just now. But Janik's cannot
great. Oh.
get away with it. That was nice coming out from the side of Easy.
Oh, Kim is still alive here, but can Kim crouching down for his team? He's now down to up. There you go. That's
That
the answer.
was- that was
TRX eliminated at 15th place. That's like super fast, easy.
This is what I'm scared about, not about for the team. I'm talking about the other teams. Easy here. They kind of found their mojo for the tournament itself.
Yeah.
They're just going to go in. It's like, what? We have nothing to lose. We are the underdogs here, and nobody like voting for us. So drop your votes now. Because why? They just go in without thinking twice.
Yeah, actually they won the fight first against EVOS, then they just stayed there, and TRS kind of just rolled in, and then they got the kill as well. But it's weird is that after that fight, still nobody actually third-partied that fight. So nobody was actually close to that vicinity, which is a strange proposition because going into a map like this, you usually get third-party very heavily, very early on because all these compounds are actually closer towards each other. So I'm not too sure how, but they managed to survive EVOS VIP and TRX at the same time, netting themselves 8 kills as well.
Easy. It's not as easy as it seems, but they make it look easy.
They absolutely make it look easy there. So, well, it's a good start for them. Really, really strong start into Sanhok. But then again, we must also remember that now they've expanded a lot of their utilities. Towards the later stage of the game, they will need to either loot more or they will need to re-strategize themselves.
Well, basically, they took one squad down from EVOS just now, and they were actually kind of low in terms of loot, and they got themselves quite decent amount of equipment just by taking back whatever they lost, and now they reset again after they took down on TRX here. We're talking about no other teams actually nearby, so they can just take their time here to actually go and jump into another compound.
Yeah, but they cannot stay in the same compound very, very long. As Sir Clark just said, they needed to move to get themselves more loot, and they have to kind of swing away here. But look at the circle right now is encapsulating three of the islands here right now. So it could go either way. But as you see, maybe it could drop to Painan or Tambang. But as it stands, so all these teams are already inside NRL towards the southern, to the northern side. So they might have a little bit trouble to cross between the islands here.
But the thing is, usually, speaking of Team Secret, Painan usually will be occupied by them. But they are taking it over Sami this time. So are they regretting their drops here, Cloud?
I believe they have changed their drop point for Sanhok. So Painan is no longer the drop point for
I love them dropping in Painan, honestly speaking. I love how they weigh Painan.
Yeah, it's just like how they kind of like spread out. So that kind of opens up. If teams, they do their own research, they do know Painan is now vacant. So now Painan is pretty much up for grabs.
I have to say that's kind of true, but Pachinki is still not giving up on that. But back around Dingles, they got themselves one chicken today in Erangel. So do they prefer the map with trees to actually get themselves one more chicken dinner here?
Yeah, I think it's the way you play the map is so very different, especially because it's more compound heavy in this map as well. Similar to Vikendi, you kind of have to hide yourself inside the compound. Other than that, you're quite open. You need the trees as well, but you can't play it along the grass. So you kind of have to play a little bit more compound heavy. But as it stands, if they kind of stay where they are, they should be okay. But again, where the next circle will shift, it will be very deadly because a lot of these teams will have to shuffle back from the eastern side.
As long as the loot is okay for the drop, so.
Yeah, I would.
We do know the airdrop is just ridiculous sometimes. So at least compensate with the drops, you know?
Yeah, we have seen the most ridiculous airdrop earlier in Vikendi, that's for sure. Top that, ladies and gentlemen, top that. You can't get any more ridiculous.
Oh, but then Dingo taking a shot against Team Secret, who've been knocked down. FV here is a bit busy against Kingsman. We're looking at Zap bleeding out, finished off by Woofy across that bridge. Where will they run? Because it seems like they try to corner every way possible.
Yeah, Kingsman is trying to push through as well. FV is right in front of them. Kingsman actually split apart here. They looks like they want to take this fight, and they should be able to do so because they have the better composition right now in terms of their positioning. But will they want to go in for this fight? FV is a little bit far off there. And I think that they have to push in a little bit further if they want to take a fight.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that. But then again, this location is not good for them. Just look at this. Wolfie's position, he is out in the open all alone. If he gets knocked down, it's going to be tough for his teammates to come for him. And it's just so open. Definitely, they don't have vehicles. Not too sure of their utilities, but just look at it. The circle is still somewhat at the Painan Bridge.
This is going to be a tricky one. Which side of the island will you stay, or will you cross the bridge, or even bridge camping at this point? We're looking at so many teams from the southwest of the map, where only SMG seems like they're having a good run, and they don't have to go anywhere, just a straight path forward towards Painan, and they're going to be just having a beautiful day.
Yeah, Bosco also as well can head in towards that direction. Easy, who fought a little bit earlier just now, two teams, right now having a little bit of a problem rotating back into the circle because they have to cross the water. So that will be a little bit harder for them. But as it stands, they do have an entry point into the circle itself.
We can see here Tara Lyrian leading the charge, but little does he know, Geek Fam is actually in the same compound. But oh, look at this, Geek Fam is actually leaving this compound. They're making the early rotation. Tara a little bit late, but check this out. Ziggs has been knocked out by Rocky, and now look at this. Team Secret is around here. They are surrounded.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have a lot of compound to work with. Too many structures for them. But on the side of Damansara, that's where everybody have to scratch their heads because PvP being cornered here by J8. Coming up from the flank and behind here. J8 just now took one down on TZ. I don't know what happened to that fight, but Yuhai, they can see at this distance, but Zali is not gonna let them go.
Yeah, Yuhai actually gets knocked here and they will be able to res him up. But as it stands, J8 is a little bit far from this fight though. Damansara Esports a little bit closer towards Team Secret, but I don't think they want to take this fight back towards J8. Again, they have the vantage point here. They're just coming in from the southern side of the circle, so not a lot of teams there, so they can choose their fight.
We can see a damn cutie with the buggy not offered. You see that, but Pew Pew have been taken out by Matoy is here. Matoy stepping away on the Boss Goku. Is the captain versus the captain at this point, and here we see Matoy taking out Boss Goku. Pew Pew is knocked down as well. Matoy is still keeping eyes on the Icho. Icho will be finished off, and there you go. Damansara Esports is eliminated at 14th place.
Feels bad for Damansara. It's so tough to beat them right now. They are kind of sandwiched by J8 plus Team Secret, with Damn Cutie trying to get their information on the other side here. So they kind of segregated for the moment. It seems like Damn Cutie playing as the scout for the team. But iShot right now gonna just be the revenge play on their side. They're not happy how they keep poking on the others, a member of Team Secret by J8.
Yeah, J8 right now, again, they have the advantage point because they got in a little bit earlier. They have the place to play with. But TS is just on the horizon, fighting with them as well. You see Kingsman actually getting a knock as well. So everybody's fighting on our fronts. It's actually FV along with Kingsman right now. As it says, we are looking at Dingos, who is pushing through towards Bosco right now. But Bosco will try to survive this. As meantime, as they get one knock first onto Dingos, Dingos left with 3 players here.
Oh, Sun now right in the forefront, and Bravo will toss out the smoke to try and help his teammate Ajiji, but just look at this, Sun. He's trying to find a good angle here, but they get Bosco. They are safe and sound inside the compound. The smoke and the grenades will not land on them.
There's so many nades all over the place. While Tara taking down on Bosco as well. It's going to be a 5-way war, including Gifan will butt in the last minute. Everybody want a bit of a pie from Bosco here. Tara, from such a far standing point, random, scoping every single person there is.
J8 are in a lot of trouble and they're getting pincered in by Bosco as well. So they have to kind of go out of that place. But Dingo's are right smack in the middle of Bosco. They want to take this fight, but they lost so many in succession. They lost 2 players coming into the side. So Bosco have the advantage to try and defend this place. But again, you can see Nock is kind of playing a little bit further behind. It doesn't look like Dingo's wants to take this fight.
Oh man, that's just so random from random. Just tapping out the long range shots here. But now Tara will force themselves across the road. But look at it! J8, will they go for the rush here? They relocate themselves closer and closer, but looks like they will still hold their ground.
All right, now Dingos is the one that being attracting too much attention every single corner and nowhere entry or exit out here. Dingos, they have only 1 member left standing, while the rest of them will be J8 trying to go for Tara. Also, there's one more team, none other than Bosco, who tried to take everybody down. This is gonna be a huge mess coming up.
Right now, Bosco has the advantage. They are on the high ground. They're quite close towards the, Dingo's first. But as it stands, J8 will have to go through Dingo's before they go through Bosco. So Bosco can just play a little bit further behind. But Sano hiding on the sides. He can be a thorn in the side of Damn Cutie as Damn Cutie does not spot him out just yet. Will he rise up? to the occasion. Will he take this kill? Seems like a couple of players waiting for it. He's waiting for the players to pass. That's the trigger discipline. He's waiting for all of them to pass through. But no, he's been spotted out. Can he survive this?
Oh no, I have a bad feeling about it. But San at the same time is still surviving. Mato on the other hand trying to clutch this out on his hand. And Mato is trying to scope things out. He managed to see Sam there. Can they take one out? It seems like Geek get Tara first. And UI finish off Zali. This is just massacre happening.
Oh, massacre happening here indeed because he's San for Tingles. Ridiculously, he's still alive. What sort of ninja is this, ladies and gentlemen? We're looking at J8. They managed to hold out the compound, but then to get closer to them is Geek with Damroad. It's in between Tara as well.
My good Ling is really low, but San,
Man!
what is happening? He is the only man on the side of Dingos, but he is the one surviving of all these teams around him.
This is actually a very good position for him because he's only behind, but he actually goes to the shot. He's been spotted out. He's going to try and kill him. But he sends Botak especially hiding towards the side. Botak was going for another two sides and he gets it. System 5 with 5 HP. He wants to go in for the fight as well. But another play coming in for his right. Damn Cutie was going for the finish and Sam will be dropped. Dingos are out at 12th place.
Oh man, that almost became a moment there, ladies and gentlemen. Sun really triggered discipline there, as we can see, holding on for so long, managed to get one knockdown, but didn't manage to get that kill. No points for Sun.
He whiffed it the moment he needs to make it on point, but back about J8, Rocky tossing the nade, cooking it for now. Can it toss right on top of Rek, who just healed himself right now? It will explode! HP gone. It'll be another one by Rocky. He is hoping it's gonna be a Kobe.
And right now J8 is getting pushed by the blue as well, so they have to push in, but right now they're getting cindered by the side of DS as they drop one player one by one as Rocky was trying to hide behind the tree lines. He will be dropped as well. Zali's in from behind. Damn Cutie's behind as well. They're all eating the blue. They have to push through, but Aishas has been dropped. Rocky finished off as well.
Oh, but just look at this team secret. They need to make a move for it. They are aware that their terrain is not good for the next circle because there is a road behind the team secret. Eye shots have been knocked out. He will be revived though, but they need to make a move quickly.
But like Gwen said, it's gonna be the blue eating them out alive here. Take by take every second, but Yuhan want to finish things off. He tossed the
I'm
nade.
not too sure what he's doing towards the other side. Let us see them.
Left side.
Oh my god.
Oh.
There's two players right beside him. It's actually J8. They have the opportunity to take this game, but Yuhai goes in from behind. Sprays the first player first, gets the kill. Goes in for the second as well. That second guy has to kind of jump in from behind, but it looks like he is out in the open. Damn Cutie has nowhere to run in the blue as well. Once he pushes through, Yuhai will see him and end his life.
Oh, damn Cutie. That's training grenades. Oh, my God. UI caught one, but damn Cutie, he's still someone alive. That UI will finish from Sully. Damn Cutie, can he hang on to this? But no, there you go. J8 is out at 11th place.
Oh, so that is going to be one more team FV out. And we're looking at Tara still going against Gig Fam. Easy here, fighting at SMG, but Tara not done with Gig Fam yet. Matoy and the rest of Team Secret will jump in to just join in the fray to get a bit over that fight. But Tara, they've been cornered every way possible.
They look like everybody's on their own sides as well, siding on towards Team Secret. Everybody's just punching through that same direction in the map. As it says, AKA are thrown inside the well as well. AKA looting Loyu there, but NRL Kick has been dropped. Again, Snap just firing on all cylinders. They will be able to drop Lyrian. Can they get to him? That's finished. And just a little bit more to get the flash in.
Oh, and there you go. The next circle will determine who will be in its favor. We can see here that Snap is still surviving this, but oh, look at this. AKA, they have a little bit of the circle. That Easy is next closer to the circle, but whoever who's on the other side will have a tough time crossing. Team Secret, SMG will need to win the corner. Axis and our MPX is struggling to get into the circle.
But back to as Easy, but Team Secret will be out in the 6th place here. We're looking at Schizo and the rest of Easy. Seems like they're having a good run this time. Will it be their game here, or will it be AKA finally land themselves that chicken dinner that they waited so long?
Yeah, as well as that, they brought in 14 kills to their name as well. Easy looking very, very good right now. But can they get the finish? Though we haven't seen them getting the finish before this, so this might be their turn to shine. Of course, on this map, it's a little bit closer, and they favored those fights very early on.
Oh, AKA, they're actually in a really good position. We can see here they have rocks, they have trees for their cover. Easy may not make it easy for them. We can see here they still have 3 team members, but then again, they are on the lower ground, though they must be aware that Leto is next to them, but Leto is only 1 person versus 3.
But now they're too attracted towards Kingsman, coming up from behind 2 men, squeezing themselves, skirmishing into the circle very silently. Leto, he has had to got so many mat items. Insider is really scoping down on MQD here. Do they realize there's more than them? They're actually around the vicinity. They're trying to gatekeep this circle.
Yeah, KAC has 4 players, so there's a lot of players to work with right now. KG or Kingsman are getting pushed back as well. They're trying to go into the circle, but they get out in the open. One of the players getting sprayed by MQD there. He should be finished off, but there's another player towards his left side. MQD has to be careful now. He's running back here. There is support in the form of his teammates coming in from behind as well, so they should be able to cover this.
Oh, here we can see that Loyu trying to cover his teammate there, but then again we can see Cabo will try to make the run for it. Can he make it in time? Because he snapped just right in front of his snap. Has a compound, but the blue zone will stop at this moment. We can see these are the teams right now. The top 3 teams, 9 more alive.
Oh snap, we'll have to fight 2 members of Kingsman. Look at that nade and goal just crooked, dropping the Kobe on top of Kabu. Now down to Insider, trying to return the favor at the same time. Too many, too much to handle by just one particular player. Insider, will he just try to spray it out? Because we're looking at Easy approaching the circle as well.
Easy's coming in as well towards the side. They should be able to get a couple of kills in here. Luyu under heavy fire will drop to very, very low here. He will be able to heal out, but Snap has been dropped as well. So AKA is fighting on towards the left side as well, towards the right, waiting for Easy to come and punches them through.
Oh, we can see here AKA, they have someone in the circle, but let's not forget Easy. They're going to get the center of the circle, and Cabo will be taken down from a long range of my men. And now they try to see another one, that man. His position has been spotted out. Cizo trying to find out where the enemy is, but then again, it's not easy for him.
Oh, it's gonna be hard for them, for AKA, especially 2 knockdown Kingsman. Way out now on top place, down to 2 teams only. 2v3 knockdown against Yard. AKA only have 1 member here alive. Can they easy finally win themselves this chicken dinner?
This is very hard for them to try to get back, but AKA right now left with 1 player. They're pushing in here for the side of Easy. They should be able to get the MQD that just gives up. He will be out in here, and there will be the first chicken dinner for them. Easy picking it up.
God, I have to say it's a well-deserved chicken dinner for Easy MX. Easy peasy lemon squeezy on their side. Just, we call it in VM, rata all the teams out there because they're just wiping and sweeping the floor clean every single team that fight against.